Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 503, live. Welcome into a special edition of the Archiverse TV. It is Gold Rush time. As everybody knows, there was a certain streamer team that got a little villainous and decided they were going to blow up the World Championship division, so the World Championship is now vacated. Cody Rhodes fought hard and won that championship back, and apparently that wasn't to the liking of a certain streamer team. We'll leave them nameless at this time, but we all know who it was, and I'm sure we'll discuss that later. But World Championship is vacant, so tonight we crown a new champion in the Gold Rush tournament. We have 8 villains set to go to battle. We also have 2 villains set to go to battle for the tone center of the evening. As you can see, Kareem Key Woods taking on the man called Drek from Team DIII. Legends Championship is on the line. It is iron to gold. That's how we're starting the night off, but we're going to have a look at the dirt sheet. SummerSlam just happened over the weekend, so I'm sure there's a lot of rumors swirling. We all know that LA Knight won the Rumble at SummerSlam. We know that Seth Rollins retained his championship, and a lot of other things went down, so we're going to have a look and see what else is going on, who's returning, who's not returning. I know there's some more information about Randy Orton, I believe. I think that might have been yesterday's news, but we'll see if we can't find something about that. But in the meantime, I am going to pull up my dashboard, so give me a moment. If it'll let me. Alright, there we go. Oh, I can hear myself. Must take care of that problem. Alright, so anyways, it's going to be an interesting evening. We are going to crown a new champion, and of course we're just around the corner. And by around the corner, I mean, of course, this Friday night is the first all-women stream per view, and it's going to start about 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. YTD Uncensored, and we of course have a spectacular card. I mean, it is going to be an interesting evening because I've said it time and time again, a lot of the greatest matches we've seen have literally come from the women's division or the women's tag team division. The factions in the women's division have been lighting the scene on fire as of late, so I can only imagine how electric it is going to get come Friday night when the women of the Archiverse, both YTD World War III and Wrestle Wars Genesis, get to shine in the spotlight all night long. Championship matches, contenderships will be up for grabs. It's going to be an excellent evening. You don't want to miss it. And of course, tonight, we're just going to simply add a little fuel to the fire because, of course, the men know they don't get to go to battle this Friday. It's the first time ever they will not be called to duty for a stream preview. So they're going to be going to battle. Of course, we're going to have some matches at some point tomorrow in YTD Dark. We've got some championship matchups that have been redeemed by certain streamer teams, and some other matchups that actually I can't wait to see go down. So we're going to have an interesting time at YTD Dark tomorrow at some point, probably later in the evening. Probably once the missus goes to work. She has to work. So we're going to have a little fun in YTD Dark. But anyways, before I get started, how's everybody doing? I see a couple people already filtering in. What's new and exciting? Anything going down? Anybody win the lottery? Buy a new house? Steal a car? End up going to Disneyland? Did anybody go whale watching? Hopefully, if you did, it was all done very safely. Whale watching. I mean, I've been watching some interesting things on YouTube lately. The reason I say that, literally, there's been people whale watching and getting attacked by sharks. Their boats are getting attacked by sharks, orcas, and every other thing under the sun. It's absolutely crazy. In the ocean right now, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, you got Africa literally starting to split into 2 separate continents. You've got orcas that are attacking ships. You've got sharks attacking ships. I mean, if that's not karma, I don't know what is. After all the overhunting of whales throughout the years and poaching sharks and other such things, they are literally starting to turn on our asses. But anyways, we can talk about more of that kind of stuff later. Let's get into the dirt sheets and see what's going on there. Now, I did see something about Rob Van Dam. It's interesting. I actually thought Rob Van Dam would probably end up signing with WWE and running through a Legends contract, but apparently he's been talking with AEW quite a bit lately. And of course, I believe he actually appeared on I believe it was Dynamite. But anyways, Wrestling Inc. has an article And again, it's WrestlingInc.com. It's by Ross W. Berman IV. Not even sure I've read any articles from Mr. Berman, but we're going to tonight. So Rob Van Dam talks AEW locker room environment and rumors of backstage concerns. So Rob Van Dam has hidden in his own private room for much of his AEW Dynamite debut, so I was correct, it was Dynamite. But from what RVD saw of the locker room, things seemed friendly, and it's not quite the big stressful production of WWE, RVD said. One of a kind. It's definitely not like a small little indie show, somewhere in between, but closer to WWE. RVD says the AEW size is comparable to some of the international shows he's done in the UK and for Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. People are walking around generally happy to be there. RVD can't think of any glaring issues that he witnessed in the AEW locker room. He was approached by Sammy Guevara, whom RVD said had his wife Tay Mello take a photo with the whole effing show with the multiple-time TNT champion. He seemed very pleased and that I was there. RVD gushed. A lot of old guys did. The former ECW world champion said that Guevara fanboyed for the WWE Hall of Famer, and RVD appreciated how cool Guevara was about the whole encounter. RVD is set to wrestle his first match in AEW on Wednesday, taking on FTW champion Jack Perry, so that'd be tomorrow night, I guess. At the behest of AEW coach Jerry Lynn. Lynn and RVD are longtime friends and rivals from ECW. Actually, I really like Jerry Lynn. He was a really good wrestler. Lynn called upon Mr. Monday Night to help teach the brash son of Luke Perry a lesson. The match will be Perry's first defense since winning the title on July 19 at Dynamite Blood and Guts. So yeah, I mean, I really like Jerry Lynn, so I'm actually glad he's still on the scene. It'd be kind of nicer if he was in WWE. I think he's got a lot to offer, not just production side of things, but the younger talent that's in WWE. They have a lot they could learn from Jerry Lynn. I mean, Jerry Lynn was able to mix it up in a lot of different types of styles while he's inside the ring. I don't know how many people are Jerry Lynn fans, or if you even like Jerry Lynn. Yo, Strife, what's going on? Sorry about that, my friend. I wasn't paying attention to the chat there. What's new and exciting? How is Strife doing? By the way, Humboldt's is going to be busy tomorrow at YTD Dark, so you're going to want to pay attention tomorrow afternoon, because Humboldt's is going to be gracing us with his presence inside the ring. Indeed. But anyway, Strife, what's new and exciting? Anything? Alright, so while we're waiting for Strife to answer, just going to continue on here.
Nothing new for us.
Again, I really like Jerry Lynn, so I think he's got a lot to offer the business in general, so I'm glad, even if it is AEW, I wouldn't care if it was Impact or anywhere else, really, for that matter. I kind of agree with what Cody Rhodes has said time and time again, where it's just good to see people that are passionate about pro wrestling having a place to showcase their talents. And as harsh as I've been on AEW, I don't hate AEW. I just wish they would, I don't know. They just need to get their shit together for the most part. I mean, they just had a record-breaking attendance for Wembley, beat out WrestleMania 3, I believe. Now they have to deliver, and that's just something right there that I'm not always sure they can pull off. It's not that they can't pull off a few good matches. They do that all the time. But it's putting on an entirely good show, which they haven't done that in a long time. Like, if you think back when AEW started, their first couple shows, like All In, Double or Nothing, they were fantastic, And that was mostly because they were so passionate about the upstart of that company, and they were pushing their homegrown talent and some of the people that were going to pave the way for that company. And then over time, they just obviously changed courses, and it kind of went really odd they were almost, it's like they didn't know who they were. They were trying to be a little WCW, they were trying to be a little too much ECW, to the point where, they're like, a lot of people in their locker room are injured all the time. And that's because of the way they present their styles in the ring. Way too many high-risk, high-spot maneuvers,
identity crisis,
chair shots. There's nothing wrong with having all of that. Yes, an identity crisis, exactly, Variance. There's nothing wrong with any of that, but you can't do that all the time. ECW is a perfect example of that. We all loved ECW. It was something fresh at the time. It gave us a little extra hardcore and extreme element that we were all looking for and striving for. The thing was, what we didn't understand when we were younger, we know now, is that it's simply, I mean, if you remember, ECW was missing people all the time. Glenola, welcome in. What's going on, Glenola? Appreciate you stopping by. I know you're busy tonight, so I appreciate you taking the time to hop in. What's new and exciting? How was your day? How was your week? I guess we haven't talked in a... Well, we've talked on Messenger. I guess we haven't really talked on Discord a whole lot. Mind you, I was pretty busy for a couple days. That's why I was kind of dark the last couple days. I wasn't really on as much as normal. Had a couple really long days, and I just, not gonna lie, I just wasn't feeling it. So I just hung out with my wife, and of course she took care of business, made me feel better. So hashtag thank you. What are you thanking me for now, Glenola? Already stirring the pot. Strife says, shouting at you. Well, he likes to do that shit. Wow, Glenola, you actually shouted yourself out. I am shocked. You know? You never do that. You actually used to have a pretty good time making fun of Soul Embers for doing that. Even though we're the ones that come up with the concept, you used to like to rib him for that. Have you been drinking? What's wrong with you? But anyways, Krondos, what's going on, Krondos? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting? Glowell says, Find the Frog's hair. Had all-you-can-eat Chinese for supper. Nice. Where did you have Chinese food?
I do it once in a while.
You do it once in a while. Yeah, very rare occasion once in a while. I mean, how many times is that? We can probably count it on one hand in 4 different eras.
Will remain strong by our constant support for
Thank you for the shout-out. Don't forget to use that special shout-out on occasion, too, because, again, that gives people the opportunity to follow somebody right in the chat room. All they have to do is click the heart, and they can follow who we consider some of our favorite people and streamers. I do wish they would change it, though, because I don't like the cooldown period. You should be able to shout somebody out more than every 90 seconds. I mean, if you got a busy chat, and you want to give all of the people that you're trying to give that you believe deserve that acknowledgement, that special shout-out, it becomes difficult. Where, you know, when we do it with our own, our own customized shout-outs, we can do it as often as we want. But I'm not saying do that because, you know, you wouldn't want some mod to start having a fucking meltdown and spamming your chat with shit.
So
but
the Archerverse.
Not that we would have to worry about that, but other people might. It happens. I mean, people. I mean, have you ever? I've been to a lot of different wrestling channels, and one thing that's common in 95% of them is there's way too many chefs in the kitchen and a lot of toxicity usually, which is why I don't follow a whole lot of wrestling streams. The ones I do, you know, it's because they have good communities. They're supportive. They're creative with what they're doing. You know, they may not do the things the way we do them, right? But that's what makes us unique compared to them and compared to anybody else. But they're still good people. They're putting on a good product, offering good content, and introducing us to new community members. So that's important. But a buffet we love. That doesn't tell us where you had your Chinese food, Glenola. I said, where did you eat Chinese food? And your answer is a buffet we love. That is not an answer. That's a cop-out. That is a cop-out, sir. Alright, so anyways. Here's something from WrestlingHeadlines.com. And it's by Joey G. So TBS issues a statement on the ratings success of AEW's 200th episode of Dynamite. Ha! They've only done 200 episodes. We're at 503, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you that. And I also bring you the fact that our product is, you know, way more interesting and intriguing to watch at all times, not just during parts and segments of their shows. But anyways, so TBS Warner Media issues the following press release touting the rating success of last Wednesday's episode of AEW Dynamite. which was the program's 200th episode. It launched back in 2019. If you missed the show, you can check out the full results by going to this website, which again is WrestlingHeadlines.com, and there is a link to go where it gives everything in full results. But anyways, AEW's landmark 200th episode of Dynamite, which aired on TBS from 8 to 10 on Wednesday, August 2nd, was cable's #1 telecast among adults 18 to 34, men 18 to 49, and men 25 to 54. It was also #2 in all of television among men 25 to 54 and men 18 to 49. The live event reached 2.5 million total viewers. The telecast garnered a 1.03 L3 rating among adults 25 to 54, a 14% increase over the prior weekend at 0.80 L3 rating among adults 18 to 49, which was an 11% increase over the prior week. It also was strong among key male demos with 1.39 L3 rating among men 25 to 54 and a 1.08 L3 rating among men 18 to 49. The milestone episode, which was live from the Yuling Center in Tampa, Florida, featured AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm defending against the record-holding former AEW Women's World Champion Hikaru Shida. AEW's originals Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, battling Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh in a trios match. Chris Jericho teaming with Kensuke Takeshita to take on Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Hardcore Legends Jerry Lynn coming face-to-face with FTW champion Jack Perry. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis defending against El Hijo, Del Vikingo, and Commander. An Anything Goes match with John Moxley, Trent Beretta, and Penta El Zero Miedo. Also in breaking news from the evening, the main event for All In at Wembley Stadium was confirmed when AEW World Champion MJF presented Adam Cole with a title shot at the highly anticipated show on Sunday, August 27th in London. It's weird, I thought it was the 28th. But anyways. So the Wembley Stadium show, they've broke an attendance record that was set by WrestleMania 3, I believe it was. That would have been back in the 80s. Again, that's an awesome feat. Now they have to deliver, though, right? You can pack as many people in a stadium full of this, your faithful followers as you want, but if you can't deliver, there's also people watching outside of the stadium that you have to impress as well. So, people watching on pay-per-view, for instance. And, I mean, people across the web are going to be watching it in different ways and forms. But I don't know. Again, for me, AEW, it just comes down to whether or not they can put on... It seems to be, seemingly, for me anyways, they have a hard time putting on an entirely good event card. You can't have an 8-match card and 3 matches are good and the rest are shit. Or chaotic, or make no sense. Wrestling fans are they're just getting too smart for stuff like that anymore. They want to be solid throughout the card. They don't care if it's, stellar throughout the card, but you got to be solid at least. Alright, so I'm just going to catch up with chat here. Luke the Gooner's in the house. What's going on, Luke the Gooner? What's new and exciting, my friend? And by the way, Luke, what did you think of, we're going back a few days, but what did you think of the Gooners' title defense against Jack Quad? The Quad Runners versus Country Coalition. And of course, the Gooner picking up a huge win. What did you think of that match? Did you watch it? Did you watch that show? AEW, enough mindless fans to fill Wembley also suck power to revival an industrial vacuum, yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, it's great that they filled enough of their own mindless fans and cultist fans to fill the stadium. That's fantastic. Some of those people might have just bought tickets so they could be part of the people that broke the record. You don't know. The thing is, you got to deliver now. I'm just not completely sold on the fact they're going to do that. Here's my biggest problem with AEW is one of their biggest stars on the entire roster is still Chris Jericho.
The new jackpot number for
they don't have any what you would consider megastars to carry the show. So they're all going to have to somehow. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't. They just. I mean, the only really intriguing matchup that I've seen thus far is MJF versus Adam Cole. You know, maybe make that an hour-long Iron Man match. I don't know.
To be fair, hard to make Chris Jericho not look like the Shining Star.
Real hard to make Chris Jericho not look like the Shining Star. Well, that's the thing. You know, but they need to start building some stars. They gotta get together with their creative team and come up with better plans. Like even this whole thing with Jack Perry, like that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, people already like Jack Perry the way he was. You know, he wasn't becoming quite a megastar yet, but he's not gonna. And he's not a household name anywhere. He's not a household name. I don't know what their plan is with Jack Perry, but he's gonna get buried in comparison to some of the other people that are on the roster. Talent isn't AEW's problem. It's how to utilize that talent. And with creative, they're just. I feel like they're just flying by the seat of their pants most of the time. You know? I don't know. But anyways. Here's some information about Sami Zayn dealing with an elbow injury by WrestlingNews.co. Andrew Ravens wrote this article.
Yeah, Jack Perry
so Sami Zayn was originally announced to compete in the main event of WWE Monday Night Raw this week by teaming alongside World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes against Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. However, JD McDonough attacked him backstage. Shinsuke Nakamura later replaced Zayn in the match, and this was due to Zayn's bursa sac injury in his elbow.
4.
So while speaking with Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez recapped the segment. Alvarez said, Sami Zayn got beaten up. Meltzer, that was a cover for a bursa sac injury. Yeah, his elbow is so disgusting, Alvarez says. Meltzer says it's so swollen, and Alvarez said you could literally put your own fist on the back of your elbow. That's about how big it was. Meltzer said he had a golf ball-sized, swelling. Yeah, that was a weird way they wrote that. It literally says he had a golf ball-sized, swelling, yeah. Anyways, Alvarez says, yeah, maybe even bigger. I mean, it was gigantic, and he's holding his elbow when they did the beatdown. So, I mean, he ran near at the beginning. I guess I'd have to go back and look at his elbow here in the beginning segment, which, I didn't do at the time, but man, that thing looks disgusting. I guess we'll see how long he's going to be out of action for. Meltzer says, yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with the tag team titles. Alvarez says, yeah, I mean, Kevin, I'm sure, could work. Kevin can work because he did work with the ribs before they did the injury. Meltzer said, right, the whole idea was that since they decided not to book him for SummerSlam, I mean, if he was on SummerSlam, if they booked him for SummerSlam, he would have kept working and done SummerSlam, but when the decision was made not to put a tag team title match on SummerSlam, they decided to shoot an angle to get him off and give him a little bit of a rest. But it was only supposed to be like a short period of rest. That's why they didn't take the belts off them or anything like that. Alvarez says, I mean, Sammy was brawling here, so, if there's an issue, I think that he could probably do a match to drop the titles. But to me, it's like you spent all that time and you did that huge match at WrestleMania. I mean, I think they should do whatever they can to not strip them of the titles unless they absolutely have to. Well, that depends. That just really depends on how long he's going to be out with an injury for. Glenola opening betting lines already. All right. Glenola, I'll get to that in just a few moments. I am going to start the first match of the night here in just a few moments. So I'll make sure I take care of the betting line right before we get started. Strife says, yeah, Jack Perry's a workhorse, not a card builder. Well, yeah, that's the problem, right? They're trying to utilize him like he's a card builder, but he's just not. And I'm not sure he has the guidance to make that happen either. I don't know. I mean, if they don't have the guidance to I mean, what is the most interesting, intriguing storyline AEW has right now?
Be right back.
Or better yet, how many interesting and intriguing storylines do they have right now? You know, you're not going to find again. For me, when it comes to the show at Wembley, the most interesting match for me is Adam Cole versus MJF. I think they should make that an hour-long Iron Man match, as a matter of fact. That, and I'm not convinced that, even though they sold out Wembley, I'm not convinced they can pull together an entire good card. But I've been wrong before. Again, if you go back far enough, I mean, you go back to their first couple to few pay-per-views they did, they were fantastic. But again, you're also talking about a period of time where they were driven and they were excited about the new promotion, and they were pushing their young talent and who they planned on making homegrown stars. But then again, things took a different turn and went south of the border, in my opinion. Always love us some Phoenix and Pentagon. Well, yeah. I mean, if you ask me, it's people like that should be walking around leading the tag team division. But as it is, I think it's the elite that make a lot of the decisions. I mean, they literally have active wrestlers involved in their backstage politics, which right there, first and foremost, I've never agreed with and I don't like. It's just too weird. Now be right back. Had to get your 2 cents in first, eh? But alright. I'll move on to the next article. Well, that's weird. Okay, so Here's one from pwmania.com. I don't usually read from them, but it's James Hetfield. It says, Rhea Ripley wants to be Edge's final opponent. She wants to pull a China, apparently. So WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley is one of the most, if not the most dominant wrestler in the company today. She has done everything there is to do in the business and has defeated a who's who of pro wrestling legends. She's also just barely past her prime. The official Twitter X account of Just Talk Wrestle posted a question on social media on who should WWE Hall of Famer, the Rated R superstar Edge's final feud be against. Ripley did not hesitate to answer the question and simply responded it should be her. Ripley was part of the original Judgment Day with the Rated R superstar until Finn Balor joined the group and they took out the WWE Hall of Famer. And that's apparently where they ended that article. I thought there was going to be a lot more to that story, but apparently not. But I mean, that's kind of weird, right? Rhea Ripley wants to be Edge's final opponent. I mean, how the hell are they going to pull that off? I don't know what I think about that. Chrono says, to a AEW fan, everything is great, and all the no storyline feuds have great storytelling. Yeah, you're right, Krondos. You're absolutely correct. Yo, Plasma! What's going on, Plasma? It's official. I now follow 4 wrestlers, and 2 of them are in streaming right now. Nice. Very cool. But yeah, Kronos, you're right. That's exactly the way it is. You know? Again, I do hope the best for the company. It's nice. I mean, we know from the closure of WCW that, you know, competition is good for business. And it, you know, with some of the different directions the WWE has taken in recent times, their merchandising sales starting to increase in many different aspects. You know, it's certainly proving to be good business for WWE, and I think eventually that will also turn around and be the same for AEW. They just got to, I don't know. They need better people in their ears. I think they should stop hiring their active wrestlers to be part of the backstage politics and the creative teams and video production, and they should get people in there that aren't involved with the locker room, not involved with, you know, being in, you know, matchmaking when you're supposed to be in the matches. I mean, none of that's. They have some changes they needed to go through, I think. and I know they're a young company, they're up and coming, but I mean, they keep boasting how they're, you know, to them, they are competing with WWE, which we all know that's not really true. I mean, it would take them years to catch up. WWE's a monster, right? They're a global machine now, and they really what they need to do is stop worrying about WWE. Just do your own thing, because when you first started up and you weren't focusing on WWE, you were doing just fine, in my opinion, and you had a direction, you had a goal, and you just when they took the turn WCW and ECW, and it just blew things out of proportion. You know, kind of blew things up, changed things too much. Kronos has got to shout out my man LA Knight for being the most marketable dude in July. Yeah, he apparently moved a lot of merchandise over the past 60 days, or 30 to 60 days. Anyways, not surprised though. I mean, the guy is the most over wrestler in the business right now. You know, even with people like Kevin Nash speaking against him, calling him a Rock and Austin ripoff and all that jargon. I mean, and he's entertaining. What can I say? I've liked him since he was Eli Drake in NWA and Impact. So, I mean, I've followed LA Knight. Well, LA Knight, who he is now, I've followed him for a long time. I've always been impressed with him. And he's got a good body of work in the ring. But, can we get a fuck Archer chant? Welcome in, Uzi. What's new and exciting? Always got something colorful to say as soon as you get here. Joe Link! Welcome in, Joe Link. What's new and exciting, buddy? I'm going to guess you're at work. How's work going? Or are you off? Wait a minute, what's today? Today is Tuesday. You're not off. You're at work. How's work going? Are you saving lives one individual at a time? Today, Joe Link is Jay Uso.
Yeah, I am work.
Yeah, I figured you were at work, yeah. Uzi says, dealing with my bitch of a mother and her bullshit. Oh, you must live on a farm. You cleaning gutters? Joling says, has been busy lately. Well, I suppose that's not necessarily a good thing in your line of work, is it? Really not necessarily a good thing. Any specific reason for that? Is there a breakout going on? Like, what's going on there? In the meantime, I'm going to find out which wrestler I am today.
No dealing with her medical shit cause she's got LOL can to the sir. No, not really LOL.
As soon as I can spell it, right?
Lots of stuff happening. Superstar.
Brock Lesnar. Today, yes, last week I did not get Brock Lesnar. No. I got Ruby Soho. Joling says, no, not really. Busy means lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff. That is not informative. Today, Glenola is Beth Phoenix. You are a women's legend, Glenola. You should be happy with that. You are a legend.
Glenn ends up with the hoe.
Uzi says, of course, Glenn ends up with a hoe. Ah, Uzi's not a Beth Phoenix fan.
Glenola, your numbers are 1,
interesting.
7, 5. Good luck, Glenola.
166. Actually, what are the numbers? I believe it did come up. I'm just going to go back and look.
Play.
Or did it? Maybe it didn't.
1, 6,
oh yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 8, 9.
There are some amazing
so 175 unlucky, 166 unlucky. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 7, 8, 9 are the numbers you're looking for a Channel Redemption Award and or a YTD Championship opportunity.
Mostly surgical and lots of therapy.
Uzi says, yeah, missed the what I'm dealing with. Joling says, mostly surgical and lots of therapy stuff. People is not supposed to walk on their own and then rips their skin to the bone is one event that's happened, if you want a small example. That is ghastly. Good Lord. So that must be kind of chaotic around there then. That is crazy. Shouldn't be walking on their own. They rip their skin to the bone. That does not sound like a fun evening. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So what do you guys have to do to try and resolve that situation? Because I know you guys are probably limited by red tape, but
Play. Plasma 627, your numbers are 8, 4, 2. Good luck, Plasma.
842, unlucky.
There are some amazing and fun channel
And you can play that
rewards
again,
to
Plasma,
choose
by the
from
way,
if you
because
are
there's
the
two
choice.
sets of
Skipping
numbers.
the rest. The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choice.
Joling says, yeah, it looked like a murder scene. Delicious.
Matches, 7.
That does not sound like a good evening. Sounds like one of those nights you should have called in sick. Sorry, boss. Got a migraine tonight. Can't make it. All right. So, anyways, what do you guys think about Rhea Ripley wanting to be Edge's final opponent?
We have to have some.
Any thoughts on that?
We
have to have someone sit with the patients, which takes people off the floor. It's just been a busy. Oh yeah, that sucks. I can imagine. And is there a lot of that going on? Like you have more than one person doing that very same thing?
Play. Uzi not
043. Unlucky.
4-3. Good luck. Uzi not found 666. There are some amazing the rest. When did Rhea announce that? I think they would do.
Plasma said, when did Rhea announce that? Well, I'm assuming it was earlier today. Let me have a look.
Skipping the rest.
The article was written today.
Yeah, kinda. But not in the order. Play.
Looks like it's on Twitter.
Are 9, 6, 5. Good luck, Jolink. There are some amazing.
It was a conversation on Twitter, and Rhea Ripley answered the question that was on Twitter. It was initially posted by Just Talk Wrestling. And actually, it happened on August 6th. Article was today, but it happened on August the 6th. 965. Unlucky.
Rhea versus Edge
043 unlucky.
Especially since she helped him get kicked out of
Rhea versus Edge would be interesting, especially since she helped him get kicked out of the Judgment Day. Yeah, but how do they get around? Because they have the anti-bullying, they have all the stuff with, you know what I mean? There's so many different foundations and things to consider that could get them in a lot of trouble as far as the networks go and stuff. You know what I mean? Chrono says, nah, I love Rhea, but I think I want John Cena or Rey Mysterio because I remember Rey and Edge feud and the Edgeheads running Rey's matches. I don't know who I would want to end Edge's career. I mean, to be honest, I don't know why, but part of me would like to see Christian. I'm not sure what his deal with AEW is, but I'd like to see Christian come back, sign a Legends contract, and for some reason, I'm sure they can come up with one. There's enough history. I mean, they just like Sammy and Kevin Owens, they come up in the business together, so they've been wrestling together and on the road for many, many years. So Christian, I think, should be Edge's final opponent. That's what I think. Maybe have Christian come back and take over the Judgment Day.
Christian and Edge tag for
that could be interesting. Joling says Christian should be Edge's last opponent. Yeah, I 100% agree. Chrono says Christian and Edge tag for the last time. Well, I mean, they could do that if they give them enough time, right? They could jump into the tag team division together, win the tag team titles, even maybe one last time. Then Christian turns on them. Tag team titles get vacated. Christian takes over the Judgment Day.
Will not be able to wrestle.
I don't know. There's a lot they could do. Christian will not come back until he retires because in WWE he will not be able to wrestle. Well, I mean, if they hired him back to be Edge's final opponent, you know, that would probably be that would be the reason that they would allow him to wrestle, because it would be Edge's last time in a ring and, of course, his final opponent. Welcome back, Strife. We're just talking about who we think Edge's final opponent should be.
Said Judgment Day doesn't he
general consensus so far is Christian. Triple H said Judgment Day doesn't have a definitive leader, so it would work. Well, exactly, yeah, he actually did just say that.
Christian would be decent, but personally I
want to see Jeff end it. Or Edge and Christian just both retire and decide to have one last match in the ring with each other. Yeah, it's hard to say what they'll do. Edge and John Cena should be each other's final match. That wouldn't be terrible either. That wouldn't be terrible either. Okay, well, we can continue talking about this conversation, and of course, before we get into any further dirt sheets or any sort of lists that I may or may not have, because lately, let's be honest, we've had a hell of a time getting to lists. We've had so much to discuss and talk about. We have not had to worry about lists, but you never know, we might get to one. I do have two, so we'll have a look at those later, potentially. But first and foremost, let's get the show on the go. Tone-setting match of the evening. It is Kareem Key Woods from Team I'm Just Key taking on Team DIII. The man called Drek, the Legends Championship on the line. It is a iron to gold matchup. No holds barred is the rule set. It's going to be one hell of a matchup, so don't go anywhere. Don't blink your eyes, because this one is not going to be over in the blink of an eye, but you could miss the action. It's going to get ugly from the beginning, I guarantee it, because both of these guys do have history. They have met in the ring before in tag team competition. However, they still have met in the ring before, and we know they do not like one another. So Kareem Key Woods looking to take Team DIII's Legends Championship away from the man called Drek. What do you guys think? I am going to be opening the betting lines because Glenola has already opened all the betting lines for the tournament, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Yo, Nighthawk! What's going on, my friend? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting? How is Nighthawk doing? By the way, how was your stream earlier? I did see that you're on. I was lurking for a little while. I ended up busy doing things around the house. But how was the rest of your stream?
You're welcome.
How did your show go? Appreciate you being here. Welcome to episode number 503. We're just about to get things underway with the Legends Championship matchup. It's actually going to be an iron to gold match. No holds barred rule setting. And Team I'm Just Key versus Team DIII. It is I'm Just Key's the villain of the Archiverse, Kareem Key Woods, and the man called Drek. Drek, of course, putting his title on the line. That's the first tone-setting match of the evening, and then we're going to swan dive into a Gold Rush tournament for the vacant World Championship. We had a certain streamer team, and we'll leave them nameless until they arrive later, but we had a certain streamer team get a little villainous and decide they were going to explode a championship and turn the World Championship division on its head. So we're going to take care of that problem tonight. We're going to crown a brand new world champion, and we've got 8 villains ready to go to battle for the right to hold the gold, so it's going to be an interesting evening.
See a complete list of champions
everything was good, thank you. Hope you are well. I'm doing fantastic, Nighthawk. I just appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoy the community and discussions, and of course the show. We're going to get that started right now, but first I'm going to open up the betting lines for anybody that wants to bet on the match between Kareem Key Woods and Team DIII, the man called Drek. Again, don't forget, Legends Championship is on the line. Iron to gold. It is no holds barred. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected. It is, after all, TWA. All right, here we go. So who walks out Legends Champion?
Open them up. Nighthawks 24 just subscribed.
Is it going to be Kareem Woods? Or the man called Drek?
When is the next Gold Rush tournament?
I'll give you guys 10 minutes to make your bets. It is iron to gold, so you do have time. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Gamble away, you bunch of fiends. And let's get this championship on the line and get the first tone-setting match of the evening underway. Let's go. Kareem Key Woods versus Drek. Legends Championship on the line. Let's go. All right, so anyways, let me catch up with chat here real quick.
Day of high school, it was pretty good.
First, I'm going to go back and see what's going on. Yo, Nighthawk subscribing with his Prime subscription. That is 2 months in a row. Appreciate you, Nighthawk. Thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you, my friend. That is absolutely generosity at its finest when another streamer team that also has their own wrestling show takes the liberty and time to subscribe to your show. Just one more reason to keep upping the ante, upping the bar, and continuing to offer the very best product we can. So anyways, Chrono says, when is the next Gold Rush tournament? Tonight. Chronos, where have you been? We're having a Gold Rush tournament literally right after this match.
The following contest is a
Strife says, when a different title gets vacated. Joe Link says, right after this match, I believe, Chronos. Yeah, you would be correct. Plasma says, just got done with my first day of high school. It went pretty good. Oh, you guys are back to school already? Good God. Over here, they don't go back till September. Mind you, they don't get out of school, though, until the end of June either, so there's that. I know you guys probably get out in May. Is it? You guys get out in May? Which, to be honest, makes a lot more sense. June and July are much better months than August. Generally speaking, apparently not this year, though, but usually. And how many Gold Rush tournaments do we get per year? Well, that just depends. We try not to have too many tournaments. Strife says, yeah, same length of time, just shifted a month. Yeah. Yep. You guys get it in May, they get it at the end of June. They'd probably prefer to get it in May. Believe me. Fiendberry, your numbers are 990. Unlucky. Welcome in, Fiendberry. What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting? Anything?
Superstar.
And today the Fiendberry is Trish Stratus, another women's legend in the chat room. You just joined Team Glenola. He is Beth Phoenix today. And here comes the reigning, defending, undisputed Legends champion from Team DIII. It is the man called Drek, the man that beat Booker T and took the Legends championship. Putting it on the line against Kareem Key Woods. Very decorated superstar, been around since the Archiverse 1.0. Multiple-time tag champion, multiple-time champion. Today, Crondos is Elijah Archer. Yeah, baby. You're going to sell lots of merchandise, Crondos. Lots of merchandise.
Many are predicting a title change here tonight, but this man is
all right, so anyways, let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets, if anything. And you guys still have about 6 minutes and 15 seconds to get your bets in. If you want to bet on the match, who you think's walking out Legends champion? Is it going to be Drek, or is it going to be Kareem Key Woods? Team I'm Just Key or Team DIII? Those are your choices. Legends championship on the line. Again, it is no holds barred rule set. Iron to gold.
Introducing the challenger from Boston,
and it is go time.
weighing in at 219
The action is just about to get underway. 550 left to make your bets. All right, so here's an article from WrestleZone.com by John Clark. It says The Rock beams with pride as Simone forges her own path in pro wrestling. So The Rock recalls when his daughter Simone first showed interest in becoming a professional wrestler. Speaking to Kevin Hart on Heart to Heart, The Rock discussed his daughter getting into the wrestling business. He said, "That was a special moment when my daughter Simone says, I want to get into the business. Much like I said that years before her. What business? The wrestling business, I said. I love it. Immediately I loved it. It was a great sense of pride as a father, but then, of course, as a parent, you start to think about it. You think about all the pitfalls, all the hardships, all that she's going to go through, because I've lived that business." Continuing on, Rock explains that many people do not realize just how difficult it is to have a successful pro wrestling career. There's the pomp and circumstance of pro wrestling, the pageantry, WrestleMania, the bright lights, big contracts, global company. But then there's that underbelly in the world of pro wrestling, all that shit you have to deal with, the backstage politics, all of that. I start to think about all of that for her. At the same time, as her father, I have enough confidence to know that I have instilled in her from what I knew, values, philosophy, and work ethic. I'm so proud she made that decision when she was 16. She was ready to go. For someone to say, here's what I believe my life path is, my journey, it is in the world of pro wrestling, that my great-grandfather was in, my grandfather was in, my dad was in. She's the first fourth-generation wrestler. Not only is that a business, not only is that business difficult, but you're often on the road 24/7, 365 days per year. But the pressure of who you are, she's stepping up and working hard. The Rock is also grateful that the women's pro wrestling industry is different than it was back in the day. Rock said 20 years ago, we were there when we were on top, but the Attitude Era, the role of a female wrestler at that time, in that business at that time, was hard. It was hard. That world today is much more inclusive, much more respectful, much more really creating and delivering efforts to make sure that all the females, they are aware. So thanks to Fightful Select for providing the transcription. They're going to keep us updated on any updates with Simone and any more comments The Rock has regarding his daughter in the world of pro wrestling. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Simone becoming the first fourth-generation wrestler? 7-4-2, Strife, that puts you in the running for the YTD Championship op. So if nobody gets better, so the number is 7-8-9. So if nobody gets better than 7-4-2, Strife will win another YTD Championship opportunity.
He was elusive there.
Today, variance of Strife is Jimmy Uso. Chrono says, Joe Link, all I need to tell Glenola is to stop praising me. Joe Link says, I know, put it on Discord. Michael Cole will be the face of the company. Well, I mean, he should be after all these years. I mean, I think Michael Cole, we've ripped him, we've made fun of him, but let's be honest, he's been loyal to WWE for so many years. He deserves to be the face of the broadcast team and other such things. Joe Link, 2-3-3. I mean, that puts you in the running for the... Because what's the first number is 2-3-4, is it not? That puts you like one away, Joe Link. It's either 2-3-4 or 2-4-3. I can't remember. No, it's 2-3-4. So, Joe Link, you came one away from the channel redemption reward. I mean, I'm just going to go out there and say it. Probably nobody's going to beat that. 7-6-4. That puts you in the running, Strife. We already talked about that, though. Wait a minute. Didn't you have another number that was close? You just beat your own number, I think, didn't you?
This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need
just
to
looking.
able to counter. And you know what's next, guys?
Yeah, you had 7-4-2, but that was actually after you had already beat it, but I had to scroll back. So you're actually closer than your last number. So you have two numbers, Strife, that are close to that YTD Championship up. 3-7-6, unlucky. Joe Link says, yeah, 2-3-4. Yeah, you're one away. You're definitely most likely winning it. Definitely most likely winning it. And that's the first time somebody's got that close to a number, by the way, in a long time. So there's that, too.
He's flailing, desperately trying to get out of this situation.
All right, so... but yeah, what do you guys think of The Rock's daughter being in the business and her being the first fourth-generation wrestler? What do you guys think about that? The question is, do we think the women's tag titles are a curse? Yeah, no kidding, eh? That's a very good question. It seems like anytime somebody wins the tag title, somebody does get injured.
Big punch finds its mark.
Crondo says, hashtag rigged. Apparently, Crondo's not a fan of the fact that you're winning that award. Jealousy is in the air. It's looming.
Oh, my goodness. There's the tap. He just had
Oh! There is a fall for Drek. I believe that is 1-0. Unless I missed a fall from Kareem Key Woods, it is 1-0 for Team Dedrick right now. The man called Drek with a submission fall.
Going right after the neck.
Joling says, I think it's awesome she's the first 4th-gen wrestler. Yeah, me too. I mean, let's be honest, she's probably going to be, I mean, if she can do even half as well as what Charlotte Flair has done, then she'll be doing just fine. But I have a feeling she's just going to be another Charlotte Flair. I mean, she does have The Rock for inspiration. She's got many people that will guide her well. She could be the next Charlotte Flair, so to speak. Joe Link says 1-0. Yeah, 1-0. Yeah. Oh, another fall for Drek. Wow, 2-0, just like that. Stripe says, yeah, agree, Joe. I've not got to see much of her stuff. No, I haven't seen a lot of it either. Just a little bit here and there. But I think she will likely, again, considering who she has for guidance, who her father is, etc. She will probably be very good. I'm not saying immediately, but she'll probably be very good and have a very good career, much like that of Charlotte Flair. The 4th generation in the whole of wrestling industry or just WWE? Now, that's something we don't really know, do we? Maybe we could look that up. I mean, he didn't say either or. He just said the first 4th generation wrestler in wrestling. So, but if I had to guess, probably the first in pro wrestling, because, I mean, how many people, even 3rd generation wrestlers, do we know? Much less a 4th, you know what I mean? Joe Ling says, I believe, yeah. Yep. And by the way, is it 3-0 now? Did I hear another fall? She's part of Schism at the moment in NXT. Yes, she is, yeah. I thought so, yeah. 3-0 for Drek. I'll be honest, I did not see this happening. I mean, the villain Kareem Key Wood, formidable opponent. He's been a formidable champion in the past. And there's a fall, finally, for Kareem Key Woods. It is 3-1 in favor of the champion, though.
Watch the quickness on this. Bang! Snap suplex.
3-1 in favor of the champion. I'd imagine the betting lines are closed by now. I'm just going to have a quick peek, see if you guys... Yeah, the betting lines have officially closed.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Chrono says, I mean, wrestling is very old, and we just hear about the main ones. We don't talk about the many second-generation wrestlers in the Indies and Japan. Well, yeah, there's a lot of second-generation wrestlers from them. But what I said was, how many third generations do you know, much less 4th? Right? We know there's lots of second-generation wrestlers. You know, lots of wrestlers have had children, and those children have gotten into wrestling. But 3rd and 4th, though, that's something different. You know, you're talking legacy at that point, and there's just not a lot. The list is not great for that. But, I mean, we could look that up. And I believe it is now 4-1. I didn't see if it was a pinfall or submission, but I do believe it is 4-1 at this time. And there's the latest craze in TWA merch. Purchase your coffee cup, tea, or ball cap right now. Do it. You know you want a ball cap. Life is Great wants a coffee cup. Joe Link wants that t-shirt.
My point is maybe we have,
and I believe it is now 4-2. Kareem Key Woods picking up another fall. Oh, 619 by the villain of the Archerverse. Kareem Key Woods going to the top turnbuckle here. It's going to be Air Woods here in a second. There he goes. Big 5-star frog splash right down on the sternum of Drek. And it is 4-3. It is 4-3 just like that. And Kareem Key Woods not done yet. He's going to go for another 619. Something lit a fire under his ass. He's been on it. Oh, look at that. Drek caught him. Drek caught him. Glowell says, wish I had the money to buy something. Well, I mean, I was just joking when I said go buy it right now. I mean, Glowell, I know you would buy something if you could. Hell, I would buy something if I could.
Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure. It was almost just
Luke the Gooner, we all know he wants a TWA coffee cup.
Was a spark, or is it the challenger's last
He does.
gasp? I've lost count of how many times this match should have ended by now.
Man, Drek utilizing that stop sign like a baseball bat. Oh, tossed it right down on the abdomen. Jolie says, Glenola, did you see that there is a wrestling RPG game called WrestleQuest? That's interesting. I did not know that. Tell us about that, Jolie. Luke the Gooner says, I just want some Mickey James. Well, Luke the Gooner, Friday night, the first ever in TWA history, all-women stream per-view. Mickey James will, in fact, be in action defending the hybrid championship, my friend. So you will see some Mickey James.
Everyone thought that was 3.
Jolie says it's 5-2-3.
Jolie, nice. Fun game.
Cream Key Woods picking up steam.
It's
been a back and forth matchup. These guys are going to war. I mean, I did expect this. Anybody that knows Cream Key Woods knew he was going to bring the fight to Drek, and we all knew that Drek was going to pull out all the stops to defend that title. Right now he's in the lead. It is 5-3 for the champion, but Cream Key Woods seems to be picking up steam in this matchup. Here he goes. He's going to go for the 619 again, and this time Drek does not catch it. And here we go. Air Woods taken to the skies one more time. Big 5-star frog splash. Might be 5-4 here, guys. And it is 5-4 with 2 minutes 48 seconds left of this matchup. Chrono says if she really is the first 4th gen, it's great that the first one comes from the Anoa'i family. Biggest family in absolutely, Krondos. And thank you for bringing that up. That is a fact. That is fantastic. Joling says, yeah, it's the parody game with similar names to legends like Macho Man, but with similar names like that. Oh, interesting. Now, you've actually played this game. Wow, look at that. 5-5, guys. If anybody's not paying attention, the OG villain of the Archiverse just tied things up with the champion. It is 5-5.
Close match.
Yeah, it's not 5-4 though, Joe Link. It is 5-5 now. I'm pretty sure you missed a fall. Drek with a pinfall attempt here inside the ring. Oh, and he nails it. 6-5.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you missed a fall there, Joe. Which would be a miracle, by the way, because I caught it and you didn't. When does that ever happen? Oh, what the hell was Woods doing? Slingshot over the top rope, lands chest first on the concrete. That probably isn't going to help his case out here.
A complete list of champions from each respective brand. Simply type.
Just gave Drek.
TWA.
Uh-oh. Stop sign in hand. Drek's got a big cut there above his right eye, I see.
6-4.
But it has been a battle. That is not surprising.
6-5.
I'm surprised they're both not battered and bloodied.
Saw it coming and got out of there.
I hit the wrong number.
Oh! Double underhook slam by Drek right on the concrete. That'll make the spine tingle. Joe Link says, I hit the wrong number. Well, that would make sense. Oh! Did it again. Launched himself at Drek, but Drek slid into the ring at the same time, and he landed with nobody home. And now Drek's going to look to take advantage here. Another double underhook slam. And just like that, it is 7-5 for the champion. Oh, sky high. 8-5, ladies and gentlemen, this one is over with 10 seconds remaining. It looks like the man called Drek is going to defend his Legends Championship for Team DIII. But what a matchup. Back and forth, all match long from bell to bell. Nothing but action. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And still your Legends Champion from Team DIII. It is the man called Drek, ladies and gentlemen. He is still your Legends Champion. That was a great matchup. Great matchup. I don't know if Team Dedrick is back home yet. I can't remember. The last time he did pop in, he was telling us a little bit what was going on. I can't remember if he's home. I know he was in the hospital, and he was having a bit of a rough time, so I was keeping him updated about something. So I'm going to have to make sure, unless he shows up tonight, which could happen, I'll have to make sure I send him a message and let him know that the man called Drek, running rampant and wild, and is still Legends champion.
Actually, Saxton, I imagine the win tastes a lot more like pennies.
1-4 total.
Strike says, wow, 8, that has to be a record. Actually, I don't think it is. I'm trying to remember. Joe Link, who has the record for the most falls in one match? Do you remember? But I believe 8 is not the record. Or Glenola, or anybody else that...
Was it Dex?
It might have been Dex. And we've also had more than 14 total at one point in time. I think you're right, Glenola. I think it might have been Dex. I don't know if it was during his Count Dexcula reign, or if it was when he was 2 Dex. Penguin Dexter. I mean, he's been so many different things. I don't know who the hell he did it as.
Dex was in a match where one person had life
22 falls was in... Oh, right, in a Honeybee record. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Glenola was thinking Dex was in a match where one person had like 14. Yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, if you think about it, Dex has been in some of the most high-profile matches. It's funny because, you know, again, how the whole... him becoming the king of cosplay and turning TWA into the largest epicenter of cosplay in North American history. We, of course, used to make fun of Poindexter because when he first came in, he looked like a cross between Doc Brown and fucking Marty McFly. Well, he did not like that. And he's a feisty little bastard, let me tell you. I mean, he is part of the Wolfpack. He's related to the Wolfpack, even worse. So, you know, we know he's got a chip on his shoulder, but he did not like that. But he took it in strides. He rolled it off his shoulder. Again, he managed to turn TWA into the world, I'd say the world's largest epicenter. Not just North America, the world's largest epicenter in cosplay. And man, is he selling merch. He's over with the fans. It's insane what he's done. But anyways.
More money spent on
Froggy Mothlegs is in the house. What's going on, Froggy? More money spent on cosplay than Pyro, right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, to my knowledge, he is still searching for his next cosplay. I mean, I shudder to think what the hell that's going to be. But we can't lament on things like that too often. It will drive you mad and crazy.
Together we will grow strong in our community.
All right, so let's move on to the feature of the evening. And of course, we are going to have a go-home match later. We're going to see Team Queen Bee in action after the tournament. Our go-home happy match of the evening is going to be Bee Jackson herself putting her Legends Championship on the line. And of course, I'm going to leave her challenger, her opponent, a surprise, because I'm sure Team Honeybee Wrestling will join us at some point. We don't want to be giving out spoilers. We want her to be surprised too. But yes, Bee Jackson, too, will be defending her Legends Championship. That'll be our go-home happy match after the tournament. But speaking of tournament, let's get to it. The Gold Rush Tournament for the evening, and it is for the vacant TWA World Championship that was vacated by a certain streamer team. Of course, watched their superstar battle the world champion at the time, Cody Rhodes, to a draw. It was an absolutely epic matchup. If you haven't seen that match, you got to go back and watch the VOD and check it out. Johnny Rainbow put on a stellar performance. They battled it out to a draw. Tonight, Johnny Rainbow, one of the 8 villains that are going to be looking to become world champion. And check out the quarterfinals. Jack Quad from Team Dusty going to be taking on L.A. Knight. Yeah. Brock Lesnar versus Coach B. Henry, the man that just returned to the scene after a long delay. Had a little bit of ring rust. He did look good in the ring. His body work wasn't terrible, but he came up a little short in his first re-debut matchup. Tonight he's taking on a former foe of his, Brock Lesnar. They've had many battles in the past. Johnny Rainbow going to be taking on Sheamus. And Marshall Omega, last but not least, taking on the former 3-time world champion Cody Rhodes, who would love to strap that back around his waist for a 4th time. So we got Team Night the Undying, we have Team Infinitoni, Team Coach B, and Team Dusty. All battling it out for this world championship, and man, do they have stiff competition ahead of them. It's going to be an absolutely stellar Gold Rush tournament. But let me issue the payout from the last match. I'm sure you guys were betting away your houses and cars. I want to see some pink slips, by the way. So give me a moment while I issue the payout. Winner of the match was from Team Dedrick, the man called Drek, still your reigning, defending, undisputed Legends champion. 3,010 Archiverse bucks being distributed, and I'll get the betting lines open and ready to roll for the first match in the quarterfinals of this Gold Rush tournament. Again, it is Jack Quad from Team Dusty, the Savage Beast, taking on L.A. Knight. But who do you guys think walks into the semifinals?
Yeah, they thought it was Dex.
Or moves into the semifinals even. Is it going to be Jack Quad or L.A. Knight? Yeah. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to make your bets. And by the way, the tournament is under the rule set of falls count anywhere.
Joe Link Joe, who you think will win? Yeah, it was nuts.
And there we go. Betting line is open. You have 5 minutes to make your bets. Without further ado, let's get this Gold Rush tournament underway. Jack Quad versus L.A. Knight. One of these guys are moving on to the semifinals. Who do you think it's going to be? Put your Archiver's bucks where your mouth is. Bet on the match. Let's go. Showtime and go time. All right, while these guys make their way to the ring, I'm actually going to take just a short bathroom break. I will be right back. If you guys want to tell some jokes or tell some stories, I will catch up with chat, and then I will read your jokes live when I return. I'll be right back.
This guy is ready for a fight.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Poland, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Relentless Jack.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yeah.
This superstar's photo belongs next to that definition.
You've been rehearsing that one all day, haven't you, Saxton? What you call insanity is actually hard work and determination. He's been demanding this match for quite some time, and now he is ready to compete.
Don't forget to follow the action in YTD World War III on YouTube. URL Virtuverse
Here comes LA Knight,
5755.
a man who brings the excitement level to the max.
And his opponent, representing the Rough Riders from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
Well, I knew the day would come when the entire WWE Universe would know LA Knight's name.
Was a top name in NXT the moment he arrived. Same result in WWE. Definitely set to make an impact in WWE.
Oh, remember, Knight has 2 decades of experience. He's held top titles all throughout the world, so he is more than ready for the stage of WWE.
This first round tournament match will help determine the landscape of the rounds to come.
And no one wants to get knocked out this early in the tournament, so while this isn't the finals, I'm still expecting a big match feel.
You're right, Saxton. These superstars have every intention of winning this whole thing, so they'll be fighting hard for the right to move on.
Watch this display of power. He steers clear of contact.
Lifted way up. That'll jam your tailbone.
Uh-oh. Looking for the suplex.
No.
No. Neck breaker.
Big forearm. One step ahead of Knight there.
Backbreaker. Hoisting up their opponent.
Spinebuster. This match grinded him down a little.
I have returned. All right, let's see what I missed in that little chat room.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Dex's cosplay just comes out of his portion of the beverage budget. I mean, that is a very large budget, to be fair, Glenn. I mean, seriously. Froggy Mouthfly says, I heard that Elmo was floated, but that might be Woozy's stalker spreading rumors. Speaking of Woozy, I wonder what Woozy's up to these days. Has anybody heard from Woozy lately? And or seen him go live? I haven't talked to Woozy in a hot minute.
This can't be how I envisioned this fight going.
Strife says, Froggy Mouth likes hello. God Dog Suit is a cosplay. Want for reasons.
In a no disqualification match, never.
Crotto says, give me my money, Archer. Joling says, I looked up the record of the most falls in an Iron to Gold match. In shocking moments, it was 25 falls for Honeybee. She got 13 of them, and Claire Lay got 12. Claire Lay, of course, from Team Dogface. She was running wild in the women's division before Michelle Vaughn came in and kind of replaced her. Not even really sure what happened to Claire Lay. She just disappeared on the scene. She was MIA, and then Michelle Vaughn showed up.
So much damage inflicted.
Froggy says, holy but Jesus, Joe, that's it is nuts. 25 falls. Dex invented the match, but he didn't perfect it. The Iron to Gold match? That's right, he did, didn't he? Joling says, LA Knight is the underdog here.
Carefully measured knee drop.
And like Stream Element says, if for some strange, nonsensical reason you are not already doing so, and how dare you if you're not, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Don't forget to follow the action in YTD World War III on YouTube. The link is right there. Click it, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. Saxon was quoted for Far Cry 3. Was he really?
Knight with BFT.
Joling says, everybody say night. Yeah. Strafe says dummies. Froggy says, yeah. Dummy, yeah. Joling says, why doesn't it hurt when you hit your friends with a soda? Answer, because it's a soft drink. Oh my God. Joling says, I got fired from my bank job today. An old lady asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. Oh my God. Glenola. Glenola, that's not funny. I just took a break. You're not. You listen. Your methods of humor are highly suspect, and we really should discuss your antics as of late. From the pot stirring. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, was that ever quick? That is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament. From Team Dusty, it is the Savage Beast, the Relentless Jack Quad, picking up the big W and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament. Congratulations to Team Dusty. And, of course, Jack Quad for moving on to the semifinals of the tournament. Strife says, you going to get on the broadcast? Glenola says, of late, what's changed? That's my point, Glenola. That is my fucking point. Glenola says, not tonight, Strife. No, he just wants to stir the pot and create some villainy. That's what he's trying to do here. I'm not taking the 10 minutes of bliss until I start the next match, though, Glenola, because I do have to issue the payout, start the next betting line, and then get the matchup underway. So, you villainous little bastard, you're going to have to wait. How dare you, sir? You know, to be fair, I could use a beverage. To be fair, I could use a beverage, so it is kind of, you know, but how dare you come in here and start automatically stirring pots before we start the show. Now we're barely into the show, and you're already causing more villainy.
Archer.
This is what happens when you hang out with way too many Glenalians. Oh, thank you, Strife. Save me from Glenola's wrath. You do realize you can only use that once a show, right? And Glenola has a staggering, disgustingly ghastly amount of Archiver's bucks, Strife. I'm just going to throw that out there. But thank you, though. I appreciate your generosity saving me from the devious, treacherous, traitorous little bastard Glenola. How dare he?
Come in peace.
Glenalians come in peace. They are not your friends. They do not come in peace. They are little bastards, all of them. I mean, you should know they're your pets. I mean, the apples and the seeds did not fall far from the tree, sir. Just saying. All right. So matchup number one is in the books. The Relentless Jack Quad moving on to the semifinals. Next match of the quarterfinals
just makes him spend more.
Is from Team Infinitonia's Brock Lesnar taking on from Team Coach B. It is Coach B. Henry, former member of Tons of Funk, former world champion, multiple-time champion for that matter, tag team division and singles competition. Who do you guys think move on to the semifinals? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar getting the Beast Incarnate, or is it going to be Coach B taking the Beast Incarnate to school? Let me go ahead and issue the payout first. Jack Quad was the victor. 1,260 Archiver's bucks being distributed. All right, so who moves on to the semifinals? To face Jack Quad. Brock Lesnar or Coach B? Again, 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Feel free to make your bet. Put your Archiver's bucks where your mouth is. Is it going to be Coach B or Brock Lesnar? If you're not sure who Coach B is, again, former member of one of the most successful factions in TWA history, Tons of Funk, with 3TV Reese's The Voice Reese Williams, who we have not seen in a hot minute, Kareem Key Woods, the OG villain of the Archiverse, of course, B. Henry, has been a multiple-time champion in the tag team division and in singles competition. We all know who the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar is. Your decision, however, remains the same. Who is it going to be? Who's moving on to the semifinals to face Jack Quad? Coach B or Brock Lesnar? Strife says, that's fine. It just makes him spend more money. That's true. That is true, my friend. I appreciate, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. Strife earning his VIP status. Chrono says, mock Lesnar. You think Brock's going to take out Coach B? Glenola, what do you think? I know you're a Coach B fan, but do you think he can beat Brock Lesnar? Joe Link, what about you? I know you're familiar with Coach B. Of course, formerly known as Uptown B. Henry. Now known as Coach B. Henry. But anyways, without further ado, here we go. Matchup number 2 in the quarterfinals. Brock Lesnar versus Coach B. Henry from Team Coach B. Let's go.
I am going for Coach B.
Time to turn and burn. Glola says, I'm going for Coach B. Chrono says, Uptown, coach you up. Uptown, coach you up. Somebody likes music.
Same Glenola.
Strife says same Glenola, so Strife is also going for Coach B. Yeah, I feel like Crondo should actually join the broadcast and sing that song to us, except for replacing the words with Uptown Coach You Up. I believe that would be very amusing.
Oh, Crondo's got jokes.
It would entertain the masses. Crondo's definitely's got jokes, yeah. Crondo's got jokes. All right, well, while these guys are making their way to the ring before the action gets underway, let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheet, shall we?
The Beast, the most dominant competitor in WWE history.
All right, so here's some news on Brock Lesnar's WWE status following his SummerSlam loss to Cody Rhodes. It is WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens published the article. It says, at Saturday's WWE SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar lost to Cody Rhodes in a singles match when Rhodes reversed the F5 and hit multiple crossroads for the win. Heading into the bout, the two stars had exchanged wins, with Rhodes going over at Backlash and Lesnar winning at Night of Champions. Despite speculation, Brian Alvarez mentioned that Lesnar is not taking a long hiatus from WWE on Wrestling Observer Radio. Dave Meltzer added that Lesnar is booked for WWE Fastlane on October 7th. So it looks like he's not going to be gone for a long period of time, and he's going to be still working some of the stream preview. Well, not stream previews for them; it is premium live events, I guess, for them. But what do you guys? Here's a question for everybody. No, he's not done until WrestleMania, Joe. He's booked for Fastlane on October 7th.
The battlefield is his home.
Krondos BR says, everybody likes music. I go as far to say that music is the only thing that every human being likes. May not be the same style, but we all love. Yeah, well, I mean, that's, it is definitely the universal language, I think, music is. I agree with that.
From Boston, Massachusetts,
no, so the article says that he is booked for Fastlane on October the 7th. Which actually surprises me a little bit too, I'll be honest. I thought he'd be gone till Mania, maybe Survivor Series, maybe Royal Rumble, but I didn't think he'd be around for at least a couple of months anyways, but it looks like well, I guess that is a couple of months. He'll be not back till October. This is only August, but I thought he'd be gone longer. I thought Survivor Series at the earliest. I thought if he was going to come back prior to WrestleMania, he'd probably be Royal Rumble. But Uptown B. Henry, now known as Coach B. Henry, always ready for a fight and always brings his A game to the squared circle. But He has history with Brock Lesnar. They have battled before. We'll see how ugly this gets as they rear their old rivalry. Nice evasion by B. Henry. Already tossing Lesnar right over the top rope down to the concrete. B. Henry not wasting any time here. Look at this abdominal stretch. Already looking to tap out the Beast Incarnate. That's not likely to happen. Oh, reversal. Nice hip toss by Brock Lesnar right there.
Is Sable being inducted this year?
Is Sable being inducted this year to the Hall? I believe she is, yes. I believe the general consensus is that she will be being inducted. And I was really surprised by that because let's be honest. Again, Brock Lesnar keeps his family very private and quiet, on the down low, if you will. And for the longest time, they weren't, nobody was even allowed to mention Sable's name. And I'm assuming that Brock and Sable had something to do with that. But yeah, no, I guess she's being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and deservingly so, I think. Chrono says, I already gave this guy a new gimmick for now on. He is Uptown Coach. Tell him to get some funky clothes by next show. Oddly enough, Krondos, again, his former faction was called Tons of Funk, and they actually did wear pretty funky clothing. Or else he's Vince McMahon's voice fired. How dare you say Vince McMahon's name? Somebody should AKO you for that.
My advice, take this match to a place where you feel that you have the advantage. If you think you do your best work backstage or
Brock Lesnar ragdolls Coach B.
Likewise, don't allow his shoulders.
Apparently these guys don't need the squared circle. They're just going to battle it out on the concrete. And the ramp. If they make it that far, that's where they're headed, though. Brock Lesnar trying to wear Coach B down. Nice shot to the ribs.
Saw that one coming. He's trying to
A series of uppercuts right to the rib area by Coach B. Nice reversal by Brock Lesnar. Big elbow in the face of B. Henry.
The Beast is taking charge.
It is scary.
I figured this was going to be a slugfest from bell to bell. We're definitely getting that.
That can prohibit any use of their
A little bit ground and pound here by the Beast Incarnate. Oh, nice retaliation. Lesnar was just about to wind up with a big left, I think, there, but B. Henry with a straight right to the sternum area. Caught Brock Lesnar by surprise. Now B. Henry is in control. Look at the strength of Coach B. Squatting, standing vertical suplex on the Beast Incarnate. You're talking 380 pounds above his head.
Intensity and anger boiling over, all coming to the gut.
Joe Link says he could use Vinny K voice. You're fired might be better. Joe Link says that means she'll be in the next game as a legend. Yeah, that could definitely happen. It probably should happen. There's already quite a few good renders of Sable. So to actually have her in the game wouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, no, I believe that you're probably right about that. If she does get inducted, as it's been stated that she is going to be, it would definitely make sense that she would make it into the next game. But anyways.
Look at this, just cranking it out.
Here's an article from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Andrew Ravens, it's backstage news on Kairi Sane's return to WWE. So Kairi Sane is reportedly returning to WWE, believing that she's returned to the company after wrapping up her dates in Japan. She announced on Monday that she'll take an indefinite leave of absence at the end of September 2023. The expected time frame for her WWE return is in November. Kairi is scheduled to compete for Sendai Girls on September 2nd and All Japan on September 8th. Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that there is more to the story and it probably won't come out until 2024. Meltzer said that there's a lot of different moving parts going on in Japan that probably helped her make the decision. Meltzer speculated that since Sane mentioned she had multiple offers, AEW was one of them. But since she knows WWE and they're seen as major league, she returned to her former employer. Which I'm very okay with. What do you guys think? Are you guys Kairi Sane fans? What do you guys think about Kairi Sane coming back to WWE? Joe Link says, I love Kairi Sane. Me too. I'm pretty stoked about it, actually.
Number 4, a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 234. The number to win.
Chrono says, I have a glitched model of Sable made by Level whatever the fuck that says. Is her iconic semi-nude attire with the black hands on her chest. Nice. Actually think I did see that. Pretty sure I did see that. Kyrie is cool, Chrono says. Froggy Mothlight says, love that pirate princess. Yeah. I mean, I quite liked that gimmick myself, actually. And let's be honest, I mean, she put it over. She had a very good body of work. Like I said, I'm pretty excited she's coming back.
Looking for more damage here.
Personally.
Release back suplex.
All right, so let's see what else is going on.
I don't think anybody can stop the beast incarnate.
Here's something from WrestlingHeadlines.com. Mark Middleton, WWE makes slight name change for Bronson Reed. So it says Bronson Reed has undergone a slight name change. A new report from PW Insider notes that Reed is now billed as Big Bronson Reed internally, and this is the official ring name moving forward. This is similar to WWE going with Seth freaking Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Reed took a loss to Shinsuke Nakamura on last night's Raw. And it says stay tuned for more. They are going to keep us updated on any further storylines being broke about Big Bronson Reed and his name change. That article was much shorter than I had anticipated, to be fair. Kronos BR says she's back and probably will feud with Shotzi. Yeah, or with Io or Asuka. I agree with both of you guys. Kronos, I agree with, she probably will. But I also agree with Joe Link. Io and Asuka are also likely candidates to be opponents for her. I would think. I would think. All right, wow, there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and moving on to the semifinals to face Relentless Jack Quad. It is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar from Team Infinite Oni. Big win for Brock Lesnar over Coach B, who's struggling to pull things together as he continues his re-debut. Luck has certainly not been on his side. I mean, it hasn't been for, I mean, he's been giving it his all. But much like his first re-debut, in a tournament, he is very familiar with tournaments. He's been in many of them. But his re-debut here in the tournament against Brock Lesnar did not exactly go his way either, as you can see. Brock Lesnar with a big win, moves on to the semifinals to meet Jack Quad. And I'll issue the payout for that in just a moment.
50 points.
And of course, then we'll move on to our third match in the the quarterfinals, when Team Infinite Oni's Johnny Rainbow steps into the squared circle to face Sheamus. The next match of the evening, who do you guys think moves on to the semifinals? Is it going to be Johnny Rainbow or Sheamus? Let me go ahead and issue the payout for the last match.
Sometimes the re-debut can be rocky.
Give me a moment. And 1,150 Archivers bucks have been distributed.
Play. Sir Jack the Greatest, your numbers are 7, 8, 0. Good luck, Sir Jack the Greatest. There are some amazing and fun channel.
Infinite Only with a redemption 4 days ago that I didn't even see. I'm sure he put that in the right spot, though.
So Sayat the Greatest.
Akira Blade versus B. Jackson Legends titles coming up at the all-women's stream preview.
Constant support for one in author's endeavors. With that said, with.
All right. Anyways, I'll open up the betting line for the next match. Who moves on to the semifinals? Is it going to be Johnny Rainbow? Or is it going to be the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus?
Hi, Sir Jack the Greatest.
5 minutes to make your bets, as always. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, third match in the quarterfinals. Let's find out who moves on. It's going to be Johnny Rainbow from Team Infinite Only or the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Time to turn and burn. Showtime and go time. Let's go. Thank you for the shout out for Joe Link. Appreciate that. And welcome in Sir Jack the Greatest. What's going on, Sir Jack? Welcome in, my friend. What's new and exciting? Anything? What's going on in Jackville? Joling says, once he starts winning, he will be good. You must be talking about B. Henry. Sometimes debuts can be rocky, yeah. Much less re-debuts. The talent pool has deepened. Krondo's bet 50 points on the last one. Glola says, hi, Sir Jack.
Thanks,
oh, look at that. Said hello to Glenola Joe, but not you. Did you see that?
How are you?
How rude. All is well. How are you? I'm actually doing quite well.
The following is a championship.
I'm doing quite well.
Match.
But incidentally, Sir Jack, seeing how you're here now, who do you think wins this match?
In at 250 pounds, the Queen.
You think Johnny Rainbow pulls it off?
Special shout out. Emoji smiling face with
At
halo.
every show, this one asks me how my day is going, and even
Jack says I gave Joe a special shout. Oh, that was you that did that. Okay. I did wonder. I thought maybe Glenola. Him and I were talking earlier about utilizing that a little more frequently.
I'll taste the rainbow.
Well, we've talked about it a few times. I just think sometimes we forget to actually follow through and do it. Froggy says, I'll taste the rainbow. And Sir Jack says, Johnny got this.
Variants of strife, hey. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type.
Me, myself, and I are definitely siding with Johnny Rainbow here.
YTD into the chat.
Hey, Michael.
We are siding with Johnny Rainbow.
You've obviously never, ever been in a fight. Please never do that again, Saxton, for all of our sakes.
Stripe says, ugh.
Representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland.
Stripe, who do you think's winning?
267 pounds.
Everybody else has made their decision. Who do you think is winning this match, Stripe?
Sheamus.
The leader of the Brawling Brutes. I'll tell you, this guy will fight anyone, even his friends.
Well, it's a good thing Sheamus doesn't consider you a friend.
Glenola, what about you? Do you think Johnny's winning this?
That's for sure.
Stripe says the Queen, of course.
Sources say the Celtic Warrior already has a couple cold ones waiting backstage.
Injury Holland.
And don't forget, Strife, tomorrow,
Sheamus.
Humboldt's the Arcane. The Warlock of TWA going to be in action. I'm not going to tell you what that action's going to be. I don't want any spoilers, but Humboldt's is going to be stepping inside the squared circle over at YTD Dark tomorrow.
I'm still expecting a big match feel.
You're right, Saxton. These superstars have every intention of winning this whole thing.
Humboldt seems to be doing awesome in World War III, but then he comes over to Genesis and sometimes shits the bed. I don't know what's going on there. But he's one of the most interesting and intriguing superstars in TWA today.
He's getting up, but there's danger in front of him.
Chrono says, injury Holland. And Glenola thinks Sheamus is winning this, ladies and gentlemen. No love for Johnny Rainbow from Team Glenola. He's going for Sheamus. Joling says the next feud for LA Knight is The Miz. Their promos was good on Raw. I mean, yeah, I can see them having a very good segment together, you know, mic to mic. Sir Jack says, also thanks Archer for the hard work and putting up with my bullshit requests and creating the Toxic Outlaws. Well, I mean, I don't know if it was a bullshit request, and it just adds to the intrigue of the stories. And, you know, I love all that shit. I think you guys are awesome. The storylines you guys come up with, you know, the different merchandising opportunities you guys create for your factions and your wrestlers, and you know, I think it's awesome. I don't think any of it's bullshit request at all. I was quite happy to work with the people necessary to make that request from your team possible.
Awesome. Well, we will keep an eye out.
Girly Girl in the house. What's going on, Girly Girl? Welcome in. Number Archer 2 scared to enter the octagon. Archer 2? I'm confused. Anyways, Stripe says, awesome. Well, keep an eye out. Oh, we'll keep an eye out. That makes much more sense. Sir Jack says, yeah, but the customization stuff was long and specific, so I know I created, or you caused more work. Well, I mean, most of the customization, you know, your team already handled. I just had to follow through with making sure those that needed to be involved got the correct messages and got shit done. Joling says, did you add Trish to the Outlaws yet? I mean, Trish Stratus is hard to get a hold of these days. I mean, it is a work in progress, Joe Link. I mean, perhaps you, I mean, maybe you can get in touch with her. I don't know. She does not return messages or calls. At least not to us. But, you know, I am well aware of the fact that apparently Trish Stratus will be joining the Outlaws. I knew that. Yo, Honeybee! Thank you for the subscription. 4 months in a row from Honeybee Wrestling, the very best all-women's promotion in all of Twitch. That is 2 different wrestling streamers tonight that have subscribed to the Archiverse TV. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome, and the fact that you guys take the time out of your day to show up is amazing enough, much less subscribe to the Archiverse channel, so you're very much appreciated. Strife says TWA raid. I don't think we're invading ourselves, Strife. I mean, as amusing as that could potentially be, I don't believe that's what we're doing. You know, to be fair. Strife says, oh, nope, that's a sub. Yeah, I mean, Honeybee never streams this late at night. At least not that I've ever seen. Not to say she wouldn't. And believe me, if she did, we would be there. We would definitely invade her ass. Honeybee, if you ever decide to run a show late at night, you know we're going to be there.
Yeah, it's 4:48 a.m.
4:48 a.m. Yeah, she's not running any shows. As a matter of fact, she has to get ready for work soon. Unless she happens to be off, of course. It's been a month since I saw Curlidi. Actually, I was just in Curlidi's stream not too long ago. So I just seen Curlidi. Would a raid into your own stream be an infinite raid? I mean, maybe. Honeybee says, I'm tucked up in bed for another hour. A little bit of rest and relaxation before you got to get up and get ready for the chaos.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval.
All right, so I'm going to take a short break. I do have to use the washroom. I would like to collect myself a beverage. Oh, it says Johnny Rainbow going for a pinfall attempt here. Sheamus kicks out. Actually, you know what? I should probably delay my break until after this matchup. This match has been going for a while, and these guys have been going balls to the walls on each other, so this could end at any time. So I think what I'm going to do is wait until we see what the outcome of this match is, and as everybody's making their way to the squared circle, I'll take my brief hiatus. Break time notice from Girly Girl. Thank you very much, Girly Girl. I will definitely utilize that. God damn it, Gwenola. I mean, you just can't wait, can you? I mean, you just love tossing out those cut the cords. I do need a drink break, but Gwenola, there's a little thing called break time notice. You see how that works? You see what Girly Girl did there? She did not cut my cords. She did not request 10 minutes of bliss. She did not ban the host. No. Break time notice, Girly Girl says. You should take that as an example of what to do, sir. Johnny Rainbow with another pinfall attempt. Wow, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament from Team Infinite Oni. It is the Queen of the Ring. Johnny Rainbow is your victor. And moving on to the semifinals, congratulations to Team Infinite Oni. And of course, Johnny Rainbow. Strife says, Mike works really well with cut cords. Yeah, that doesn't happen until the next match, though, Strife. It's not an immediate thing. I mean, unless somebody is really persistent and wants that to happen, but, you know, generally speaking, people are patient. Gwenola doesn't really have patience, but... All right. So I'll issue the payout for that. Johnny Rainbow, your victor.
Yeah, you do, Gwenola.
2,110 Archiverse bucks being distributed. All right. So far, the semifinals looking very interesting. I mean, if you have a quick look here, the top of the semifinals, Relentless Jack Quad from Team Dusty taking on the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, and we now know that the first person in the second leg of that semifinals, none other than Team Infinite Oni's own Johnny Rainbow, the Queen of the Ring, just took out Sheamus in a fantastic matchup. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Wolfpack to step inside the squared circle. It is the Omega, Marshall Omega, taking on the former three-time world champion. 2 different times he's had that world championship. It has been vacated, but he has managed to gain that championship back. Tonight he has to do it, though, in tournament format. It is Gold Rush time. And it is Falls Count Anywhere for Cody Rhodes against a formidable opponent, multiple-time former champion from the Wolfpack. From Team the Night, the Undying, Marshall Omega. So let me go ahead and get the betting line open real quick. So who moves on to face Johnny Rainbow? Is it going to be Marshall Omega?
Has been such a positive force in the pack.
Or is it going to be Cody Rhodes?
Kept up morale.
5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are open for the final match of the quarterfinals. Team Night the Undying's Marshall Omega. The Omega versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Falls Count Anywhere. Let's go. All right, while these guys make their way to the squared circle, I am going to take my break, grab myself a beverage, visit the facilities, and then I shall return with some more dirt sheets. And if there's not a whole lot of extra interesting news in the dirt sheets, we do have some lists we can have a look at. But I will be back if you want to tell some jokes or some stories. Again, as always, when I return, if you do so, I will read them live. I shall be back.
Input an image of that RPG wrestling game in Discord, Glenala. I will take a look.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Wolfpack from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 220 pounds. One half of the Junior Tag Team Champions, the Omega Marshall Omega.
Everyone in this match is competing at such a high level. I predict one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
This man may consider himself a star, but Cody intends on leaving him in the dust.
Yeah, this looks like an old classic RPG but with wrestling moves.
Cody Rhodes has returned.
A man who changed the entire wrestling world and is now ready
That
to
sounds
prove
pretty
himself
cool, to be fair.
again in the WWE.
Yeah, this does. A girl came skipping home from school one day. Mommy,
And
she
his
yelled,
opponent
"We were
from
accounting
Atlanta,
today," and
Georgia,
all the other
weighing
kids
in
scared
at
only
220
The
pounds.
next day the girl
The
came skipping home from school.
American Nightmare,
Mommy, she yelled, "We were in gym class today, and when we showered, all the
A man who's made it his mission to show the power of the Rhodes name.
The son of the dream,
Son
who
of
is set
Pedro
to become
decided to
every
learn the debut will
competitor's
be in
worst
YTV
nightmare
back tomorrow.
in WWE. A man who began his WWE career with a legacy to uphold, but soon became a
May have to
star
marry
who
Archer.
left them all in the dust.
Yeah, I think we can all
Converse
agree his
was
time
just a bit
away
of
has
setup,
turned
but
him
no joke.
into one of the
I should
toughest
have bought Cody's
competitors in
contract just to
all of
not put
sports
him in this
entertainment.
tournament. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
And we are set.
I
First
don't
round
want
matchup
to see
underway.
him
The winner
win
of this
again.
match moves on to the next
One
stage of this tournament.
Tony.
Cody retaliates.
Inverted atomic drop.
Boom!
And he goes for the pin. Gets the shoulder up. Wow. What's it going to take?
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs
So
to.
infinitely. Together we will grow strong and
Oh,
our
what an elbow
communities
high
will
on the
remain
chin.
strong by our
He climbs
constant
into the
support
ring.
for one another's endeavors.
And this one might be
With
headed
success skipping
ringside.
the rest. Ha. Love the Tony. Very unsubscribe to Along with the
for the
Joke.
drop.
Check out the latest craze in TWA merch. Purchase your copy pack, TWA Ball Pack right now. URL. Only will buy a contract to explode their accomplishments. Emoji face with tears of joy.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Pins can happen anywhere at any time, and that's got to be a concern for most superstars in a Falls Count Anywhere match, Corey.
It's absolutely a concern. Conserving your energy has to be a priority in this type of match. A move that takes a lot of energy now might keep you from kicking out later.
Krondos by Realities.
Cover! Two! Kick out just in time.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
He gets sent down to the floor. He leaves the ring, and there's no countouts in this one.
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
And into the count. 2. Just kicks out.
He really thought that was it.
He reverses it.
You never see that coming.
Set him up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done.
Don't you forget to follow the action in YTV World War III on YouTube. URL Virtuverse 5755.
Up and down the hard way.
Oh gosh.
Makes the cover. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
The never-ending fight in Cody Rhodes, absolutely undeniable right now.
Listen, that should have ended things. And look at his face. At this point, you have to believe he's losing some faith in himself.
Oh, this is a pretty dangerous place to fight. Screens, exposed metal, ledges, so much could go wrong very quickly.
Oh! He left an opening.
Just breaking down the opponent.
There are a lot of ways this can go sideways. Everything on that stage looks like it hurts.
Rhodes denies the attack.
Bulldog.
Cody's crafting something here.
Brain buster.
He has an answer for Rhodes.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Cody is locked in the crosshairs now. Uh-oh. Ooh, saw it coming and hit him with a shot to the face.
Delivers the Bulldog. These superstars are showing no concern for their own well-being. All that matters to them right now is doing as much damage to one another as possible.
Rhodes looking to end this. There's Crossroads.
Cody Rhodes just might have finished things.
Is it enough? The cover! He kicked out at 2.
Unbelievable presence of mind.
I thought he was unconscious.
Disbelief on the face of the American Nightmare. What's he going to have to do to put this away? Boom! Intensity and anger boiling over, all coming to a head up on the stage.
As we can only see, it's only getting worse by the second, Michael.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
Oh, and back with the elbow.
There are a lot of ways this can go sideways. Everything on that stage looks like it hurts.
He's begging him to get up so he can put him back down. Up and down the hard way.
Oh,
To see a
gosh.
complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TWA,
Makes a cover.
WCW, or
No, he gets the
YTV
shoulder
into
up.
the
What a
chat.
match.
It's been a hardship for these superstars to get to this point. I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch.
You can sense the rock.
An exhausting match,
Five
but
X
a
combo.
victory he'll savor forever.
Thank God.
These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Here it is.
Here is your winner, the Omega Marshall.
I have returned. I got part of my business done, the other not so much because the match ended, so I figured one had to return to the broadcast booth. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals to face Johnny Rainbow from Team Infinite Oni, representing the Wolfpack from Team Night the Undying, it is the Omega, Marshall Omega, picking up the big win and moving on in this Gold Rush tournament. Congratulations to the Wolfpack. Congratulations to Team Night the Undying, and of course, Marshall Omega. Big win over Cody Rhodes, the 3-time former world champion. So it looks like Team Infinitoni kind of gets what he wants here. I'm going to go ahead and issue the payout for that.
Kinda.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second.
He kinda does.
On to the semifinals we go, though.
Draws the eye in.
And what a semifinals it is
For a chance to win a
to boot.
redemption of your choices. 2, 3, 4. The number to win a
Starting off in the first leg of the semifinals, it is the relentless, savage, a beast of a man, Jack Quad from Team Dusty taking on the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. And then in the final match of the semifinals, what a banger it is going to be. It is Johnny Rainbow versus Marshall Omega. It doesn't matter which of these two legs sees who move on to the finals of this tournament. It is going to be an absolutely slobber knocker for the World Championship in this Championship Gold Rush tournament. So, let me issue the payout for the last match. Give me a second.
Oh shit.
Infinitoni says 2 members of my team are in the semifinals. That is correct. You are correct, sir. All right. So the winner of the match was Marshall Omega. 4,000 Archerverse bucks being distributed. And we're officially in the championship rounds. So no further redemptions are necessary to open betting lines. I'm going to open the betting line for the first match in the semifinals right now. Who moves on to the championship finals?
Never mind, 7, 8,
Is it going to be Jack Quad from Team Dusty? Or from Team Infinitoni, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar?
What a match, eh? 2 members of the Mod 1.
5 minutes to make your
My
bets.
best shot at a Canadian accent is trash, eh?
And there we go. Betting lines are open. So let's get the first match in the semifinals underway. Without further ado, Jack Quad versus Brock Lesnar. Winner moves on to the championship final for the right to fight and hold the gold. Let's go. All right, now while these guys are making their way to the squared circle, I'm going to finish my order of business. I still have to collect my beverage. I won't be long, though, so I'll be right back. Hopefully before they even make it to the squared circle. If not, I'll be back before the match is over for sure. BRB.
I'm here. Life. As real life.
Oh yeah, I am pumped for this guy.
And Archer left. Lol. Life is GRROOGRR. 8, that's how I read the nick. His break wasn't long enough, but he complains when I give him
The
5
following
minutes.
is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring from Poland, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Relentless Jack.
You know, WWE.com did a poll, and this individual was voted the most stubborn superstar in all of WWE today.
Look, I'm not discounting the work they do on .com, but that result is not binding. It's also patently untrue.
Actually, it is pretty ironclad, Corey. I know that because I tried to vote for this person twice, and it wouldn't allow me.
Glenn. Froggy. Most of the gang is here. The company is still here. They are leaving 5 am and my mom is sick. So I don't want to keep anyone awake. That's fair, dude.
Oh my God, we're awaiting catastrophic levels of carnage from Brock
Fair
Lesnar.
The forecast tonight
If you're
calls
on
for
Twitter,
an
you can
F5.
follow the Archerverse there as well. URL.
The Beast is here.
Time for a beatdown, cowboy style.
And his opponent, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds,
Strike is here. The forecast calls for F5.
Brock Lesnar's been a dominant force his entire career.
Brock Lesnar has made a career out of steamrolling whoever has dared get in his way.
I like that Corey says time for a beatdown cowboy style, but he doesn't. He have his cowboy gimmick attire.
Brock Lesnar's won multiple WWE and Universal title reigns, King of the Ring, the Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank.
And perhaps the most dominant
I
competitor
was
in
about to tell you
WWE
to stay safe,
history.
then I
Lesnar's
realized
crushed
what you meant
countless
there.
champions and legends throughout his storied WWE career.
I got a real strong feeling we're going to see more of that dominance, courtesy of the Beast incarnate.
And the bell rings for semifinals action.
It's crunch time now, gentlemen. The end is in sight.
Choke slam!
I have returned, and just in time, I did see this match start. I was here for the ringing of the bell, and I made it far before the match was over. I mean, you gotta give it to me. You must be impressed that I didn't take too long and miss the fucking match or something. Let's be honest, this is a Gold Rush tournament. Damage retention is a real thing here. I've missed matches before. Joe Link will tell you, Gladola will tell you. There have been matches that were so fast, they were over barely before, barely after I left. But anyways, I'm just gonna catch up with chat here.
Superstar must be prepared to go all out. He is aggressive and vicious as possible.
Yo, Life!
Remember, it's no disrespect.
Life is in the house. What's going on? Life is great. And by the way, Oni or Life, if you guys are able to and or want to join the broadcast, you most certainly can. You don't need permission.
Big punch. Ouch.
Elbow to the face.
Still scrolling back here a little bit.
Keep the cover, shoulders down. Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
I didn't think this match was close to over.
Chrono says, what a match, eh? 2 members of the Mod 1. That's rigged, eh? My best shot at Canadian accent is trash, eh? Well, I mean, you spell A wrong. It's EH, but whatever, you know. Not everybody's perfect.
Oh, what a slam! Landed.
Sometimes in the middle
Lola
of a
says his
hard
break
fought
wasn't
match,
long
he
enough,
is
but he complains when I give him 15 minutes. I see how it is. Well, that's right, because you know, one is me choosing to do something. You, on the other hand, when you decide or determine that it's time for me to have a break, it is pure villainy. A sheer attempt at stirring the pot. Glenola, how dare you? Stripe says most of the gang is here.
We know these superstars.
Glenola says the company is still here. They are leaving at 5 a.m. and my mom is sick, so I don't want to keep anyone awake. Oh, that's right. You had company over tonight. I was just trying to think about what you were talking about earlier.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
chat room, voice to text, or on the broadcast.
Life says the whole Strife crew. That is fair, Glenn. I agree.
Life is great, Kurt.
Joe Link says the forecast calls for an F5. That is just not funny, Joe Link. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even. You get no applause. That's what you get, sir. Joe Link says, I like that Corey says time for a beatdown cowboy style, but he doesn't have his cowboy gimmick attire. Yeah, I know. I found that funny, too. But, I mean, hell, if Cole can say stupid shit like DDT for a kick out, you know, expect the unexpected.
Ooh, what a damaging blow. Out of the ring.
Imagine 3 years ago I'm telling you that Cowboy Lesnar will be a thing. Well, I mean, it's not totally surprising. I mean, he is a farmer, right? It's not completely out of the realm, but... Glorilla says, I wondered where the sun went at night. Then it dawned on me. Oh, my God. But that was funnier than Joe Link's, though. It was funnier than Joe Link, so I give it a pass. It's beginning to sound like Brady Bunch intro. Ooh, Strife getting shot tossed at you by Life is Great. Joe Link says, yeah, it's hard to picture 3 years ago. Yes and no. From 1 to 10, how good was Cowboy Lesnar? Life says, so it's either him in the chat room, voice to text, or on the broadcast booth with no idea what's going on. That's right, you can't do both, can you?
But it's still unable to end this.
Brock is fighting roided up Adam Rose.
Moves outside. What's the plan here? And there's a takedown.
So anyways, Life, what's new and exciting? See, I just got here not long ago. I haven't asked yet. Anything going on in life, Phil? How's the hubby?
Driving currently.
How have you been? How was your day? You're driving currently. And of course, your next thing you're going to tell us is it's, of course, hands-free what's happening right now.
Hubby was great. Day was shit.
Hubby is great. Day was shit. I mean, I was off today, and my wife kind of pampered me. Made me supper and kind of just pampered me for the day. So I had a good day overall. The weather was shit. Tomorrow is Minnie She's birthday, so, you know, we've had some excitement, specifically from her, of course. She is so overwhelmingly excited that she is turning 7 years old tomorrow. But, I mean, she's had the countdown on for a while. She first started reminding us when it was like 39 days away. But honestly, and of all my children, even the wife says, well, I've never seen a little girl so excited for her birthday. It's pretty funny. But, of course, with that came a real difficulty to control her behaviors at times. It is wonderful, yeah. She's pretty excited. We're actually going to go pick up her cake tomorrow. We ordered her a special cake for her birthday. She's, of course, a fan of Barbie Dreamhouse and whatever the other shows is she watches, and she just went and watched the Barbie movie, which now that I know what the Barbie movie, of course, entails, probably not such a good idea for a 6 turning 7-year-old to be attending that movie. A lot of adult crudeness, if you will. Of course they would do that, right? Hollywood would have to do that to a movie like that, where they know little girls from all over the world are going to want to go and see Barbie, and then they got to throw a bunch of adult crude antics and behavior into it. But anyways, pause that conversation, because ladies and gentlemen, this one is over. That is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the championship finals from Team Dusty, it is the Savage Beast, the relentless Jack Quad picking up the big W for Team Dusty and moving on for the right to fight and hold the gold against whomever, of course, wins the next matchup. Joling says the F5 fizzled out. Life says she deserves to be excited about 7. Absolutely. And she's definitely excited. Stripe says, yeah, they like sneaking jokes into kids' show. Yeah, from what I've read, and of course my wife went and seen the movie, and I do know other people that went and saw the movie. And I've also read there were articles claiming that there were literally people that walked out with their kids during the movie because it was just not necessarily as geared for kids as it probably should have been. But anyways, yeah. Oni says, boo! Brock lost. The Beast Incarnate going home empty-handed tonight, Infinite Oni. But, I mean, you do still have another chance here. Johnny Rainbow, the Queen of the Ring, going to be in the squared circle next, taking on Marshall Omega. The winner moving on to face Jack Quad for the World Championship. Strife says F5 was more of a light breeze. Yeah. He didn't look too powerful in that matchup, did he? He did not look too powerful in that matchup. Jack Quad whooped his ass. But, I mean, let's remember, guys, these guys have all been through the quarterfinals already. They've been in battles, each and every one of them. Damage retention is a real thing. They've been battered, bruised, bloodied. So, I mean, Jack Quad bleeding right now above the left or the right eye, as you can see. So, damage retention is a real thing. But let's see what happens next, because I'm really interested to see this matchup between the Wolfpack and Team Infinite Oni. Johnny Rainbow versus the Omega, Marshall Omega. That is going to be a fantastic matchup. Let me issue the payout for the last match. All right, let's see here. Winner was Jack Quad. Only 560 Archiverse bucks, but they are being distributed. All right, so let's move on to the final match in the semifinals. Again, it is Team Infinite Oni's Johnny Rainbow taking on Team Night the Undying's Omega Marshall Omega. The winner, of course, will move on to face Jack Quad in the championship finals for the right to hold the gold, the World Championship, the most prestigious championship in pro wrestling today.
Hi, Cone. How are you, Distinct Cone? Thank you, Glenn.
So who moves on to face Jack Quad? Johnny Rainbow?
Hello, Distinct Cone.
Or Marshall Omega?
Marshall.
5 minutes to make your bets.
Hi, Distinct Cone. Emoji grimacing face, emoji.
And there you go. Betting lines are open.
Grimacing face, emoji grimacing face.
So let's get it going. Let's keep the ball rolling, the electricity flowing. Johnny Rainbow versus Marshall Omega. The winner moves on to face Jack Quad for the right to fight and hold the World Championship gold. Let's go. All right.
I am indeed Glenn. How are you?
So what's the general consensus? What do you guys think? Will Team Infinite Oni end up in the championship final? Yo, DC! What's going on, DC? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What's new and exciting, DC? How was your day?
Finer than frogs.
Anything new and exciting going on? How are the Chili's doing?
Variance and Joe.
Strife says Rainbow's winning. Jolink says Marshall Omega is winning.
Johnny Rainbow.
Life is Great said Johnny Rainbow is winning.
The following is a
So far,
championship
4,200 Archer versus Bucks in the pool.
match. Making his way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 250 pounds.
You know, it's interesting how fast Jack Quad took care of the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. You know, normally, I mean, if this was a fresh match, if these guys hadn't already been through a grueling quarterfinal match, it'd be a lot easier to determine who might win this matchup. But I mean, literally, you have to expect the unexpected at this point. Like I said, damage retention's a real thing. Each and every match was pretty much chaotic. Every competitor pulling at all the stops to try and pick up the W and move on to the next round. That said, I'm still siding with Johnny Rainbow here.
And his opponent, representing
Archer says, only new thing in my end is that I'm up while you stream. Fair enough. But I never stream. I broadcast. I run a show. There are much better gamers than I that actually stream. How dare you? How dare you? See, that's how long it's been since you've been... It's been a hot minute since you come hung out with the Fam Jam. That's okay, I understand you've got a lot going on. We, of course, have spoken on Discord, etc. And life comes first. And I don't mean life is great life, so don't get a big head. Life in general, family comes first. And even though we consider each other Fam Jam now.
Congratulations. Even Brahma couldn't do it. Fucking construction.
Fucking construction is new?
Be nice to DC. It's okay.
You'll have to explain that. When he says win or lose, I'm just happy that we'll finally have a new world champion. That's not Cody Rhodes.
And the bell rings for semifinals action.
Glenola has finally banned the broadcaster. How dare he? Stirring more pots is Glenola. I'd say pot, but Glenola has like several cauldrons that he stirs all at the same time. Because if you don't know Glenola, if you've never seen a picture of Glenola, he's actually part octopus. He does have 8 legs, and he stirs multiple pots at once. And by the way, don't let him anywhere near a gun cabinet.
We could be seeing a submission here.
Oh, flipping the script on him there.
Yeah, Stripe says it's okay, Cone. No need to apologize. Absolutely, no apologizes offered or accepted. Never complain about somebody having a life and never apologize for having one.
Kick to the stomach puts an end to that.
DC says, Glenola, take that back. Life says, the construction that I just passed, it wasn't here this morning. Oh, okay. So literally the construction is new. I mean, I did ask what was new. That's not exactly exciting, though. That's not new and exciting. That's just new. Glenola says, you do deserve Archer being nice to you. I'm always nice to DC. How dare you? Stirring more pots, see what I mean? See what I mean?
I deserve him to be him, so I keep feeling at home here.
DC says, Glenola, no, I deserve him to be him, so I keep feeling at home here. Strife says, the what the fuck is dead?
Check out the latest craze in TWA.
Does it say Chulu?
Purchase your coffee cup, tea or ball cap right now. URL.
The only person in the Fam Jam that Glenola will agree with on a constant basis is DC. See that? It is disgusting. He's always kissing her ass. Or at least attempting to. Cthulhu?
Welcome to Wisconsin.
No telling what's underneath the
We
ring
have
tonight.
3-4 months of good
What the fuck is Cthulhu?
construction season.
Lovecraftian reference. Life is Great says, welcome to Wisconsin. We have 3 to 4 months of good weather, which equals construction season. Fair.
Oh,
I nailed it? Okay, but what the fuck is it?
He just kicked out by a fraction
I don't
of a
know what
second.
the fuck Cthulhu is.
And he clearly knows that as long as he has the
Very
kendo stick, he
unsubscribed.
has the
Keep the
power
change
here.
with filthy
Can't
animal.
quite get him there.
DC says he's not archery, just knows I'm right most of the time. Fair enough. He knows not to challenge
Right to the spine.
Team DC. I mean, that seems like a silly thing to do. The management team behind the winningest superstar of all time, which we still have to figure out the overall record for.
There you go.
Well-placed elbow to break
He's a
up the maneuver.
creature created by HP Lovecraft.
It's an elder horror from Lovecraft Stories. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Evades their offense.
I did not know that.
He's got him scouted.
Cthulhu is a giant octopus monster, hangs out with Eric Cartman. Alrighty then. Octopus Eldritch Horror. Okay.
Enough already.
Okay, now I've been informed.
Dominating.
Yet I still think, what the fuck?
Oh boy, he's stalking him. Watching for an opening.
We will post a pic in Discord.
Post a picture and okay. Please do. I mean, I'm very intrigued. I am interested.
He is in complete
I need to know now. I hate you all for that, by the way.
He kicked out. No telling how much surviving that will cost.
How dare you talk about shit I have no understanding of.
I don't know how you can still be standing.
And you can sense the desperation mounting. as
Let me
that
know when you
last
post
move
it.
could
I'll go have a
finish
look.
things.
Glenola equals Cthulhu?
Athletes have been putting each other through.
Cthulhu's a fucking Glenalien?
Each other beyond
What do
any
you
normal
want me
human's
for?
limits.
Jesus Christ. There's too much shit going on around here lately.
Here.
No.
We're being invaded by all kinds of creatures.
So we can.
By the way, we're going to have some debuts in YTD Dark tomorrow. So anybody, if you have nothing to do tomorrow in the afternoon, watch for YTD World War III Dark to go probably somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have some debuts of some new superstars, and we're going to have some great matchups and championship matchups that will, of course, lead us right to the first all-women stream preview, which is this Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The women of TWA from YTD World War III and Wrestle Wars Genesis are going to shine all night long and deliver the goods just like they always do. Again, we've talked about it many times. Some of the greatest matches in TWA history are from the women's division. Tomorrow night, for the first time ever, they are all going to shine, and it is going to be one hell of a thrill ride.
He returns to the ring.
Glenalien's your friend lies. Glenola, ladies and gentlemen, I just offer you the sheer facts. Glenola is lying to you. He's attempting to mislead you. It is a Glenola mind trick. Glenalians are ugly, ghastly, disgusting, insubordinate little fucking pricks.
Kick after kick.
They cause villainy. They stir pots. They try to overtake your mind and get you to side with them in the worst of ways. They are not good examples of any beings in the universe. Let's see here. I'm just confused where Cthulhu came from in this conversation, and I can't go back at this moment. I mean, they were talking about it earlier. I had no fucking idea what they were talking about. Oh, and he says, I just noticed that's still old Johnny. Yeah, did you already pass along the info for the updated Johnny merchandise? Chrono says, some things in life we leave as is. You posted it? Okay, I'll check it out here in just 1 second.
Glenola is the god who is how it started.
Protect us from infinite madness. Glenola is the god Cthulhu, is how it started, basically.
The Archerverse.
Fair. That is true. And okay, so I'm going to have a look at that picture on Discord.
Thank you.
Saw it coming, turned right into a neck breaker.
He presides over the Glenalians.
Jesus Christ, that's Cthulhu?
He is the father of
But I'm going to look at the picture. Glenola sent me something too, if anybody's wondering.
I brought it up when Archer said
I mean, that is fucking ghastly. See? Cthulhu is a fucking Glenalien. Look at that thing. I mean, if you can't describe that as a Glenalien, I don't know what you could. That thing looks menacing. That is pure chaotic looking, that thing.
Can't let yourself get discouraged. And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move.
Jesus Christ. And Glenola breeds these things, by the way. Joling says AEW Collision. What? Alright, I gotta scroll back here. I should ban you, Joe Link. Why are we talking about AEW Collision? Stripe says he is the father of madness. Yeah, why he looks like he's the father of fucking madness. Whoa! That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. He did it. The winner of the match from Team Infinite Oni, and moving on to face Jack Quad from Team Dusty. It is none other than Johnny Rainbow, the Queen of the Ring, picking up the big win and moving on to fight for the right to hold World Championship gold. What a championship final this is going to be. Congratulations, Oni. And congratulations to Johnny Rainbow. Oni says, I forgot about Jack Quad. Yeah, well, remember he beat Brock Lesnar, your other client. Sent the Beast Incarnate packing. I'd say tail between the legs, but nobody's going to buy that. It's Brock Lesnar. But he definitely went home empty-handed. Jack Quad whooped that ass. I believe earlier it was stated that the F5 was more like a light breeze, if you will. Jolink says, wow, pin him, he did. I know. That was awesome. Kronos BR says, the Rainbow Express running wild, baby. Stripe says, y'all are nasty. They are nasty. That's because they all hang out with Glenola far too often. Glenalians get in their... I'm telling you, man. The father of madness, it's understandable. All these Glenalians, they are disturbing little beings. And obviously some of them very large. I mean, the Cthulhu, is that his name? That is a gigantic fucking Glenalien. And we want no part of that. You all need to keep the Glenalians and Team Glenola at a, way more than an arm's. Did you see the size of the Father of Madness there? He's gigantic. I mean, that motherfucker could face off against Godzilla and King Kong. So just maybe steer clear of that one altogether, but at a football field's length, you keep all those little insubordinate, savage little bastards. So, Oni, I gotta vote for Jack Quad, Life says. Oni says it's okay, Life. Joling says, unless Jack finds the gold at the end of the rainbow, then he loses all of his luck. Oh my God. Jolink is making fun of Johnny Rainbow, Oni. Chrono says, I don't hang with Glenola. Do not insult me. I did nothing to you. All right, we have one person that doesn't hang out with Glenola. And Krondos, I commend you, sir.
Jolink, maybe he should get his SHT together.
Jolink, maybe he should get his shit together. Maybe he thinks you're being indoctrinated. Yeah, well, Krondos could have been being indoctrinated. You never know. But he is attempting at least to ensure me that is not the case. Strife says, speaking of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Kong vs. DC is coming out in comic form soon. That's interesting. Imagine seeing Godzilla vs. Kong vs. the Incredible Hulk. I know that's Marvel, not DC, but still, that would be awesome.
Oh, nice.
Wouldn't it? All right, hold on. I'm going to issue the payout for the last match. So the winner was Johnny Rainbow. 4,200 Archer vs. Bucks being distributed. And I'll get the betting line ready for the championship final.
Why would Godzilla and Kong fight distinct cones?
And what a final it is. Jack Quad from Team Dusty the Savage Beast, the Relentless Jack Quad versus the Queen of the Ring, Johnny Rainbow, who is looking to run wild and rampant over Jack Quad and take home that gold. I mean, he had an opportunity to win the gold not too long ago in a matchup against Cody Rhodes. They battled to a draw, so it just slipped through his fingers. Is he still hungry enough to take out Jack Quad? Now, again, we have to expect the unexpected. These gentlemen have both been through quarterfinals. They've just went through the semifinals. Now, to be fair, Jack Quad made very short work of Brock Lesnar. You know, Johnny Rainbow's his road to the championship final, not quite as quick as Jack Quad's, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't still have plenty in the gas tank, and for that matter, maybe more than Jack Quad has left. I mean, Jack Quad's a very large man. Motherfucker looks like he's chiseled from granite. You know, he's almost like a little War of the Machine, just, you know, a little better looking and a little more charismatic. Well, can actually talk on the microphone. Other such things. I mean, there's many things we could say about Jack Quad, but can he defeat the very hungry Johnny Rainbow? That is your question. So let me get the betting line open. So who walks out world champion, guys? Is it going to be Jack Quad?
I don't know what you mean. I think
from Team Dusty, or from Team Infinite Oni.
In the spirit of the finals,
Johnny Rainbow
apple-bottom jeans will get my appreciation.
Fighting for that championship gold now for the second time. 5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are open. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you this. Originally, we were going to have one go-home happy match. And that was going to be B. Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling defending her Legends Championship up against another legend. But this tournament kind of slipped through our fingers a little quicker than I had anticipated. So, in addition, and probably leading up to B. Jackson's go-home happy match, I may just take a few requests, depending. I may take a couple to few requests, so if there's any streamer teams that want to cash in a championship opportunity from YTD Academy, I may just do that. So put your thinking caps on. But betting lines are open, and ladies and gentlemen, it is the main event of the Gold Rush tournament. And what a tournament it has been. Absolutely stellar matches from bell to bell, each and every round. But it is down to Team Dusty's Jack Quad and Team Infinite Oni's Johnny fucking Rainbow. It is showtime and go time. Let's turn and fucking burn. Let's go. And by the way, my money, my Archiverse bucks are on Johnny fucking Rainbow. Just saying. YTD Academy Championship match opportunity January versus the Grand Prix champion for the title in a lockdown match. Hey, you jumped on it. We're going to make that happen. Yo, Krondos gifting a sub to Joe Link. Thank you very much for the sub, Krondos. I really appreciate that. What a fucking amazing... That is awesome. I just love the fact that you guys are all unwavering supporters and enjoy being here and having a good time with the community. Enjoy watching the show, coming up with the storylines and interesting and colorful new characters. Much less when you guys drop bits in the channel, you subscribe or gift subscriptions to other members of the community. Thank you very much. And another YTD Championship op from Team Joe Link this time. Trish Stratus versus Queen Bee for the Legends Championship. Joe Link, are you sure you don't want to refund yourself? Because I was already going to make her defend her Legends title against a legend. Unless you would like to see her in 2 matches. And did she not already beat Trish Stratus?
Making his way to the ring.
I forget. Did she not already beat Trish? I thought she did. Maybe not.
90 pounds. The Relentless Jack.
But I do have a very special competitor to face B. Jackson, though.
Yeah, but that's just a mere formality. The way I see it, there is no way we crown a new champion tonight.
Yet I can refund myself
Yeah.
later.
She is going to be facing somebody.
I want one life.
And feel free to choose a different matchup, Joe Link, if you have one in mind.
YTD title?
No, only the Legends Championship is cross-promotional. Life is great, gifting a Tier 1 sub to Distinct Cone. 17 gift subs in the channel now. Thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate that. I'm sure DC appreciates that. Yeah, the Legends Championship,
I can make one. I know how to.
the contract cases, and the Contendership Championships are all cross-brand. Like, you can, doesn't matter if you're World War III or you're Wrestle Wars Genesis, you can compete for those.
Superstars to watch.
As for the main championships, they are obviously specific, unless, as we did for episode 500 when we had champions versus champions. That was still a crazy night. I still can't believe that World War III completely wiped out Genesis. Fucking insane.
And his opponent from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Queen.
DC says, I think the something don't want me to use my PC.
Champion here tonight.
That's right, the title's been vacant for long.
Well, that's
enough.
ghastly.
One of these superstars will be going home tonight as the new
Sir Jack says, Team Quad. Joe Link says, World War III used to be the Apprentice, now they are the Masters.
Variants of strife now. That is from the pattern I have.
Life says, nope, that is from the pattern I have.
Why is this guy so easy to root for?
Sir Jack says, distinct hype.
himself with a great deal of respect, not just for himself, but his opposition as well.
King DC.
When you have that type of respect, it's hard to root against you.
Sir Jack also says, MFing DC, coming up with different monikers here for Distinct Cone. I think they're both good, Sir Jack. Is Sir Jack, you know, he lost his old sound intro because he actually decided to join a broadcast. I mean, the visit was brief, albeit, but he still showed up. And I will add, in Sir Jack's defense, and agree with Sir Jack that Joe Link did not show up to the game. He did not show up for work. He did not do business with us. So technically speaking, Sir Jack up one on Joe Link right now. Oni says when Johnny wins that title, he's going to take a Shawn Michaels-like photo with the belt of, you know what I mean. Redeemed War versus Big Bubba Bruno and Elijah Archer. Well, that's an interesting dark match. So far we have a championship matchup. January versus Amber Extreme for the Grand Prix Championship, I believe. Yep, for the Grand Prix Championship. And a dark match between War, Big Bubba Bruno, and Elijah Archer. So that's two good matches, and then we'll of course have B. Jackson taking on her surprise opponent. Joe Link says that exploded title that Cody used to have.
Hey, you can't do that. It goes without saying.
Oh, Kratos didn't know what belt was on the line. Archer's choice of match type. Okay.
And shoulders up before a count of one.
These men knew this match.
I am game for that. Yeah, so it's the World Championship. It's the World Championship, Krondos.
Live is great, Blue View. TWA World Title Krondos.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake. Reversals.
Get up. That
Variants of strength.
wasn't exactly detailed there, Joe Link, initially.
Now the backbreaker. Buster. This is excruciating.
Oh, what an escape!
Jack Quad turning the tides here on Johnny Rainbow. Oh!
That was a precisely measured
Damn, just about put him right through the canvas with that one. And again, somehow Rainbow to his feet, DDTs, relentless Jack Quad. Just to put his head through the canvas. Nice spinning neck breaker. You know, when Johnny Rainbow executes the neck breaker, it's very reminiscent of like Ravishing Rick Rude, which, by the way, is a compliment.
And you gotta be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the charm.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes was a 3-time world champion.
Down, he has all.
Team Infinitoni was really tired of seeing Cody Rhodes hold that belt.
Good matches.
And he's still in the
Only
game.
bet on Rainbow.
Rainbow kicks out, 2 count only.
I'll tell you what,
The
I
new
don't really think he
jackpot
knows
number
either.
for a
Throwing
chance to
everything
win a
in the
channel
kitchen
redemption
sink in
of your
there, but to
choices.
no avail.
234. The number to win a
Yeah, they went for a draw.
championship matches.
That was a great match, too.
Johnny Rainbow and Cody
I got to tell you, though, if that
Rainbow
match had lasted even another 30 seconds, I think Johnny Rainbow would have been world champion. I think Johnny Rainbow would have won that night against Cody Rhodes had that match been another 30
He
seconds.
is just reeling from that
I won
offense.
the redeem from the
Letting this
lottery
match
and
go a
took
little
Cody's
longer than
title
is
away.
strictly advisable. Might want to try making use of that stipulation.
Yep, sure did. So, Krondos, with the lotto that we have, the jackpot,
Showing them what superiority really looks
obviously we have numbers. One set of numbers is for a channel redemption of your choice. The other is for a YTD championship opportunity. So he happened to win the channel redemption and ended up using it to vacate Cody Rhodes' championship.
Obviously still has some fight left.
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from.
635 unlucky.
He skirts away.
996 unlucky.
996. Good luck with this grade. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the choice.
So far, I believe, is it Oni or Strife? One of them is winning the YTD championship up. I feel like it might be Oni.
234788.
Actually, it's 234 and 789.
We are and Joe has the redeem.
We are, and Joe has the redeem. Okay. Oh, that's right, because he got 233.
Back into the ring. Unloads with the boot.
At the end of the show, send me a message about that, would you?
Paying it right back with a
I would appreciate that. Very much, sir.
Missing some numbers in your number.
Oh, he's got him where he
City
wants him.
CT Ho is off by
Here we
one.
go.
Yeah, he was off by one, yeah.
From the channel redemption.
Which, by the way, like I said, I don't think... It's been a long time since I saw somebody get that close to a number.
Looking for the pump handle.
And as far as getting the number exactly dead on, that's happened even more rarely. Oh, Jack Quad got caught showboating. Dummy. Yeah.
Out of the
No
ring.
other
Wants this
correct call, Joe. Ho.
No offense to Team Dusty, but that was good. Look at this. Look at this. Ravishing Rick Rude right there. Johnny Rainbow's a phenom, man. I don't know who's a fan of Ravishing Rick Rude, but he was one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Way ahead of his time. Had he had lived, he would have eventually been world champion for sure.
extraordinary. And you got to think that all the plans are out the window.
He was a great Intercontinental champion.
Right in the face.
He had a great tenure in WCW and in WWF.
For every move attempted.
Oh!
Switches it back around.
Forearm right to the face of Johnny Rainbow. Jack Quad back. Oh, threw him right into the referee. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Rainbow just ate the concrete. Might need some dental work after that one. I don't know what the fuck Jack Quad's doing, but he is giving Johnny Rainbow time to recuperate here. Oh! Wasn't even paying attention. He had no idea Rainbow was coming towards him. He had those steel steps right up in his own face. And Rainbow making him pay for it. Oh, big right hand to the face.
He broke his back in WCW.
Nice retaliation by Quad. 2 count only. Oh, spears him right off his feet. Holy fuck. That might be it right there, folks. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and new TWA World Champion from Team Dusty, the Savage Beast, the Relentless, Jack Quad, your new World Champion. Congratulations to Team Dusty and, of course, to Jack Quad, your new World Champion. Awesome. Let me give my congratulations to all participants who gave us this great tournament. We saw an absolutely beautiful showcase of talent in this 2 hours. These fighters gave blood, sweat, and tears for the moment. Krondos with a big speech. Awesomeness. Maybe we should hire Krondos to do all our PR work. I mean, he could work with some of the talent and teach them how to speak on the microphone and how to actually, you know, present them properly, professionally. And Krondos exploding the title again. Wow. So Jack Quad, another superstar that will go down in history as one of the shortest reigning champions of all time. Yeah, no, I see it. I see it. Jack Quad wins the World Championship for the very first time, and short-lived. It'll go down in the record books, but it will become vacated. That is fucking crazy. But congratulations, though, to Team Dusty. First time as World Heavyweight Champion over in the blink of an eye. That's got to suck. I got to be honest. I mean, after taking out LA Knight, Brock Lesnar, and Johnny Rainbow, I mean, that was a badass tournament for Jack Quad. So give me a moment while I take a quick snapshot here for Discord later. It won't be long. And there we go. All right. So that is the end of the tournament. Now, we have ourselves some go-home happy matches. Starting, let's see, I believe we have 2 title matches and a dark match.
Shorter than Bianca Belair's.
So we're going to start with the dark match, which was, I'm just going to go back here. Give me a second.
Powerful bear hug, flailing Glenilla around like a rag doll. Finally slamming Glenilla.
War Big Bubba Bruno and Elijah Archer. So here we go. Let's see here. Let's go with Submission Eliminator. Extreme Rules Apply, triple threat matchup.
Clothesline. Jesus variants of strife, just whipped variants of strife hard to the turnbuckle.
So starting with Team Glenola, War of the Machine stepping into the squared circle. Representing the Samoan side of the coalition, Big Bubba Bruno, the new leader of the former bloodline.
The teddy bear.
And last but not least, the one Elijah Archer called into action.
Frog splash.
Here we go.
Variants of strife with the
Go home happy matchup number 1. Triple threat submission eliminator. Big Bubba Bruno. Team Soul Embers, War of the Machine, Team Glenola, and of course representing TWA, the one Elijah Archer. Let's go.
URL.
All right. And then, of course, we have 2 championship matches as well. So for anybody that just got here and hasn't already noticed, The newly won World Championship has been vacated again. I mean, the TWA World Championship is very hard to hang on to. Very hard to hang on to.
I've climbed
all right. Did I issue the payout yet? I don't think I did. Give me a second. So Jack Quad was the victor. 1,800 Archiverse bucks being distributed. All right. Now I didn't open the betting lines. If somebody wants me to, you can request it, but the tone setter and the main feature, which was the tournament, are over, so unless somebody wants them opened, I don't bother to reopen the betting lines at this point. Gololo, of course, says open them. All right. Give me a second.
Glenela has a problem.
So who walks out with the W? Is it going to be War of the Machine? Big Bubba Bruno? Or Elijah Archer?
It was only the third time it was up for grabs in a tournament, so this makes the fourth and N.
I'll give you guys 10 minutes to make your bets.
Yeah, War is pissed and wolf.
And there you go. Betting lines are open, Glenola. And anybody else that wants to make a bet on who you guys think is going to win this matchup. Our first of 3 go-home happy matches. The next 2 will be championship matches. January versus Amber Extreme for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. And last but not least, B. Jackson will be in action defending her Legends Championship tonight. Not only looking to defend her Legends Championship one more time, but also looking to put another legend in the notch of her belt.
So how do you think he will fare in this match, Krondowska?
As long as Archer doesn't win. Fuck you, Jack. How dare you, sir? All right, while these guys make their way to the ring, I'm just going to take a short bathroom break. I will be right back.
It's Mr. Money in the Bank.
Laugh, beat, breathe.
And his opponents, first, representing the Coalition from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 480 pounds, Big Bubba Bruno.
The WWE Universe is on their feet for this superstar.
They are ready for unapologetic, high-intensity action.
I would be shocked if we saw apologetic in-ring action of any sort, Byron.
Distinct cone, yeah, he likes it. What's up, friends? Variants of Strife, I still don't agree. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TWA, WCW or YTD into the chat. Brownie Dude 062006. Coalition's odds of winning is 666. So Brownie Dude 062006. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. With that said, with So Brownie Dude 062006. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong.
Representing the Coalition from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Television Champion, the One, Elijah Arthur.
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE about to take part in one of the most anticipated matches ever.
Boom, boom, boom. A little frustrated because matches don't seem to be going your way.
There's the
A
bell, and now it's
stream
time
of
for
team
Extreme
pissing
Rules.
your
Things are
management
probably
team
going
off
to
and
get
want a
ugly in a
little
hurry
lead.
now.
Yeah, the WWE Universe should brace itself. There's truly no telling the kind of violence we're about to be in for here.
Personally, I can't wait. Wrestling's supposed to be ugly.
Really targeting the back on that one.
Super punch. Variance of strike bounces off the barrels. Damien, did you see that? Variance of strike with the devastating Superman punch straight. The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 2, 3, 4. The number to win a Raw TV championship matches. 7.
Any chance the table will be set up for a lovely
Variance of
spread?
strike from the top turnbuckle to the sky,
Someone is
while
likely
right hand
going through
time,
it.
a missile drop kick right to the sternum and down goes Variance.
Counter, and now
That ring
there's
is
an
freaking
opening.
cool layup.
A face buster knee smash.
That looks painful.
Yeah, that's an awesome ring.
Taking it outside the ring now.
Hug. Variance of strike speaks variance of strike.
Power slam.
Up into a powerful bear hug, flaring variance of strike, skipping the rest. Boom, 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 boom.
All the
I
way
want
up.
you in my ring.
He steps foot in the ring
To
again.
spend the night together,
No
for
fuss
always
on
and
that delivery.
forever.
Someone clearly
It
doesn't
is
want this
designed
match to
by
go on
culture
much longer
versus
than it has
inside.
to.
I'm sure it's
Byron, is it possible
appreciated.
to avert disaster in a matchup like this?
Competing in WWE is grueling enough, but when it's Extreme Rules and everything is legal...
I have returned, and Brownie Dude! What's going on, Brownie Dude? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting? What's going on in Brownieville?
Also a beat song.
Not going to win this match.
Distinct Cole was actually thinking Katy Perry's Fireworks, but yeah, also a good song. Yes. DC loves to sing. Stripe says, or DC says, Stripe, oh my bad.
With an elbow. Down on the windpipe.
What else has been going on since I was gone? That ring is freaking cool as fuck. Thank you very much for Brownie Dude. The entire community appreciates that. We all work very hard on making sure we have quality arenas to go with our shows. Great storylines, amazing and colorful characters. It is what we do best. It is why we are the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch and YouTube TV, and of course the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. It's what we do. Other than the fact that we have the greatest community in all of Twitch and YouTube, in my opinion. Again, there's many toxic communities out there, many. And we have a fantastic community full of great people. Brilliant. So diverse. From all over the world. Great gamers and streamers, musicians, artists.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Variance of strike, do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Great community, exactly. It is a great community. And you're now part of that. So you are part of the Fam Jam, Brownie Dude. That means you are great yourself. Oh, AKO out of nowhere to War the Machine. Apparently that's not good enough for Archer. Why the fuck would he not try to pin him? What in the fuck is wrong with that guy's head? I mean, instead of steel steps aren't a bad idea. Oh, Big Bubba Bruno ate them. War the Machine sneaks up on Archer, though. The television champion looking good so far, though. At least from what I've seen. Tossing Bruno back into the squares. Going right after War the Machine. Oh! Oh! Massive lariat from Archer. Takes... Oh, he delivers an AKO to Big Bubba Bruno. He's going for the Hell's Gate submission. Archer locks it in. Bruno's in trouble here. Bruno's like, fuck that. Get off me. But he ends up right in the grasp of War the Machine. Archer off. Oh! Flying headbutt. Off the ropes from Archer. And another AKO to War the Machine. But Archer's going right back after Big Bubba Bruno here.
Ask Quandos who is Elijah Archer today.
What is the hashtag so I can go and upvote all the awesome community members? Actually, a lot of our superstars aren't, well, they are on community. They are up on the community. But the streamer teams will have to provide that for you. I, of course, wouldn't give that out. Some wrestlers are exclusive to TWA and World War III on YouTube. By the way, Brownie Dude, have you been over to YouTube yet? Can somebody drop the YouTube link? I don't know if Brownie Dude has had a chance to subscribe to World War III on YouTube yet. Ask Krondos, he's Elijah Archer today. That's true. Krondos BR is Elijah Archer today. There you go. There's the link there. Brownie Dude, absolutely. Follow us. We're actually going to be running dark matches on YouTube tomorrow. That's our YTD World War III Dark. And there's going to be championship matches, hybrid matches, faction wars. It's going to be a fun afternoon. So you don't want to miss out. I believe Brownie is on our Discord. Brownie, are you already on our Discord? I believe you are. Almost positive.
It's been an hellacious encounter thus far.
Both links at the same time. Nice. That is nice.
Guess how this one's going to end.
Over the top rope goes Archer. War the Machine tosses him over like a sack of potatoes. And he too going right out. These guys really want a piece of Big Bubba Bruno tonight. They are, a barrage of strikes from War, but Archer fighting back, not playing games with War. Oh, steel chair to the face, and again. Archer's all fired up here. Excellent, Brownie. Because like I said, tomorrow afternoon we're going to be having some dark matches over at YTD Dark. It's going to be an exciting afternoon. Championship matches, faction wars. It's going to be a good time.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
Nice over-the-head belly-to-belly by Archer. That show of strength there. War the Machine is a huge... Oh! Tornado kick to the face of Big Bubba Bruno. Archer looking for an AKO here. And he nails it. And here we go. He's going to look for that Hell's Gate submission. Bruno in big trouble this late into the game here. And Big Bubba Bruno has been eliminated via the Hell's Gate submission. And War the Machine not wasting any time. He's going to go right to work on Elijah Archer here. The television champion fighting back, though. He's not going down without a fight. Oh, reverse power slam. Good God. Archer looking for that AKO again. Oh. War the Machine avoids it. Nice exchange. War the Machine coming out on top there. Big lariat to Archer. And now War the Machine looking to end Archer here. Full Nelson locked in tight. Archer's in trouble. The television champion's in trouble here. The power of Elijah Archer. Look at that. Nice shoulder throw. War the Machine, though, retaliates a big tree trunk in the stomach of Elijah Archer. Oh! Muscle buster. God damn. It is Elijah Archer in trouble here. The television champion having a real tough time here against the baby brother of the Wolfman Alan Severn.
This is going to be really bad. A back suplex right onto the apron.
Little ground and pound. And Archer eats the concrete.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display.
Holy hell. Dragon screw leg whip by Elijah Archer. And tears at those hamstrings. Trying to take the wheels off the bus, so to speak.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Tosses War back into the ring. German and suplex. Big elbow to the face. Oh! Chops Archer down with a big lariat. And he is stalking Archer here. Wow, look at that, Archer. And another reverse power slam to War the Machine. Archer looking for that AKO. And again he gets caught. And a power slam from War the Machine.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
Good God. Oh, look at this. War the Machine with a sledgehammer. Archer catches him though, pokes him in the eyes. That was ruthless.
And you can tell these attacks are
Little ruthless aggression by Archer. Pokes War right in the eyes.
Just tormenting his opponent.
Archer looking to play some baseball, hoping to hit a home run on War, but War catches him as soon as he gets in the ring. Look at that, back suplex. Bounces Archer's neck off the canvas and then hits him right between the eyes with the baseball bat.
Every second that ticks past in this match.
Nice left jab. Archer with the crossroads.
And he wants nothing to do
War the
with
Machine
to the outside.
blows it off like it didn't even happen. Look at that.
Whatever's planned here can't be good.
Oh, Archer eats the barricade.
Crossroads onto the back.
Oh, I heard a snap.
It's been a hell of a match so far. Big Bubba Bruno got eliminated a short spell ago via Hell's Gate submission by Elijah Archer. It is now down to War the Machine, Wolfpack member, versus the leader of the coalition, Elijah Archer. I don't know what War the Machine is doing. Oh, heavy right hand. And Archer in trouble again. Full Nelson. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The television champion goes down. The winner of the Triple Threat Submission Eliminator, representing the Wolfpack from Team Glenola, it is War the Machine, picking up the big W for the Wolfpack. Archer took out Big Bubba Bruno. War the Machine took out the television champion. Congratulations to War the Machine. And Glenola says, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Huge victory right there by War the Machine. I mean, good luck keeping War the Machine out of the television championship title picture now. Archer might have just found his next opponent right there. All right. Now to move on to the second of our 3 go-home happy matches. This time we're going to see the coldest bitch on the planet, January, from Team Infinite Oni, going one-on-one with Amber Extreme for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. Here we go.
The only Grand Slam champion in TWA.
One of the leaders of the Bullies, January. The coldest bitch on the planet from Team Infinite Oni.
Well, yeah, you don't turn your back on War.
Taking on Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link, representing the Outlaws.
Not sure if that is the best description.
Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line.
Maybe Liv is great.
Time to turn and burn, guys. Go home happy match 2 of 3 and the first of 2 championship matchups. Let's go. All right, I'll issue the payout for the last match. Anybody that voted on War the Machine is going to be very happy. 63,200 Archiverse bucks being distributed. 79% of the vote, and 50,000 Archivers bucks were on Elijah Archer, 1.1K on Big Bubba Bruno, 12.1K on War the Machine.
Contest is a steel cage match, and is for the Grand Prix Championship.
Bloodhola says 57,455 is a nice payout.
It's missed money in the bank.
All right. Now, if you guys want the betting lines open, again, you're going to have to redeem it. But you're about to watch the coldest bitch on the planet, January, take on dangerous Amber Extreme. Looking for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship, and as you can see, January will be fighting for the World Championship at the first ever all-women stream preview this Friday night. It starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
The challenger looks focused at the task at hand.
YTD World War III Uncensored. The first ever all-women stream preview. The women of TWA are going to be shining all night long. Obviously, contract cases will be cashed in. Therefore, contract cases will also be up for grabs. Championships will be on the line. Rivalries will be settled in the squared circle. It is going to be an absolute fucking thrill ride Friday night.
She's got double the proof you need.
Joe Link wants the betting lines open, so I'll open them right now.
Team Extreme.
All right, who walks out Grand Prix champion? Is it going to be the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link? Or the coldest bitch on the planet, January from Team Infinite Oni? It is lockdown rules. They are locked inside 4 sides of steel. The only way out is to pin, submit, TKO, or KO your opponent.
She has been absolutely dominant, and I think that dominance will continue
5
tonight.
minutes to make your bets.
Showing the world titles that she has worked so hard to.
And there we go. Betting lines are open.
Exhausted and had a really rough day. I'm gonna go lay down now.
Odie says Jack hates me.
Good night, everyone.
Life says I'm exhausted and had a really rough day. I am going to go lay down now that I am home. Have a good night, everybody. Life is great. Enjoy your rest. You've more than earned it. Have a great night. Tell hubby we all said hi.
The Queen.
Tell hubby we all say hi.
And her opponent, from every man's nightmare, she is the Grand Prix champion, dangerous and
All right.
extreme.
A title coveted by legends and hungry young
Amber Extreme handing over her Grand Prix championship. You still have lots of time to get your bets in. The cage is about to be lowered.
Have a good night with this.
And then it is the coldest bitch on the planet versus dangerous Amber Extreme. 4 sides of steel. Showtime and go time.
Thank you, I will.
to remain the
Talk to you all
benchmark,
later.
or for another competitor to change the whole landscape of this place. Straight to the knee. The legs are a base that you do not want to lose.
Chopping down the tree at the base here.
To see a complete list
All
of
right, so I'm just having a
champions
look here.
from each respective brand, simply type.
So far, there's over 5,000 Archivers bucks in the pool. You guys have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to get your bets in.
Bomb.
Who's it going to be, Team Joe Link or Team Infinite Oni? January or Amber Extreme?
Infinitely love you only, but if you always support Amber. Leave my tree alone.
Jack says, Oni love you, but Akira always supports Amber.
So
Yo,
can
Dee
you
Dee,
change?
welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to episode number 503 here at the Archivers. How are you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. This is actually a special edition of the Archivers TV. We had ourselves a Gold Rush tournament. for our vacant World Championship. We did have a new winner. One was crowned Jack Quad from Team Dusty. Won the World Championship for the very first time, but another very villainous team member of our community redeemed Championship Explosion and vacated that title again. So we did have a new world champion, but now we are lacking a world champion.
DDPHH I will try, but I don't know where it is, so no promises.
And then, of course, we saw the man called Drek from Team Dedrek retain his Legends Championship against the OG villain of the Archivers, Kareem Key Woods, for our tone-setting match of the evening. Right now, we're going through some go-home happy matches. This is matchup 2 of... Wow, that was fast. Holy fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and a new YTD World War III Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team Infinite Oni. The coldest bitch on the planet, January. Your new Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Congratulations, Oni and January. Holy shit.
Grand Prix champion,
wow.
the Queen.
Let's not forget she's also carrying the TWA contract case. She will be facing the World Champion this Friday night at the first ever all-women stream per-view YTD World War III Uncensored. It is going to be a thrill ride of an evening. You don't want to miss it. Some of the greatest matches in history have happened from the women's division, and the women are going to get a chance to shine all night long Friday night, the first ever TWA all-women stream per-view. You don't want to miss it, I'm telling you. That woman right there going to be facing the world champion, looking to become double champion. All right. So again, congratulations, Oni and January. Now to our main event of the evening. The final go-home happy match of the evening. I have a surprise for Team Honey Bee Wrestling. She's going to attempt to see her client defeat another legend in the business and try to retain her Legends Championship again. So here we go. It is going to be iron to gold, no holds barred. Legends Championship on the line. And it is going to be the legendary Jacqueline, former WWE Women's Champion, and of course champion in other promotions across the globe, taking on B. Jackson. And that Legends Championship going up for grabs. Here we go. Main event of the evening. B. Jackson versus Jacqueline. Legends Championship on the line. Let's go. All right, I'll issue the payout for the last matchup. Give me a second while I do that.
Team Jack.
$164,420 Archiverse bucks were on the line. And there you go. It has been distributed. Wow. Brownie Dude just got a huge payout, and so did Glenola, apparently. Wow. But here we go. Now, are we opening the betting lines for this one as well? Or we already did? No, we didn't. Are we opening the betting lines for this matchup?
Maybe Jacqueline will dethrone B. Check out the latest craze in
The following contest is a no-holds
Glenola bet most of that with $150,000. Yeah, no doubt. Glenola says, do it. Joling says, open them. All right, here we go. who walks out, or Waka, there we go, Legends champion.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last
Is it going to be
time
Jacqueline?
this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night.
Or B. Jackson? The modern day legend killer. You got 10 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Now, don't go anywhere because we are going to invade somebody. Make sure you stick around for the invasion and support the Archiverse TV channel by us going and supporting another channel and showing them some love. So if you're bouncing back and forth between channels right now, get your ass back here, and we're going to go invade somebody.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight?
I love him. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like
18,000 Archiverse bucks already on the line.
Not me.
She is determined to stay atop the division. We'll see if she can do just that.
Still 8 minutes, 45 seconds to get your bets in, guys.
Introducing the challenger.
Over 20,000 Archiverse bucks are on the line so far.
Jacqueline. And her opponent from London, England. She is.
It is showtime and go time, ladies and gentlemen. And what a night it's been. And by the way, thank you very much, each and every one of you, for taking the time out of your day to stop by the Archiverse TV, as you always do. Again, we have the greatest community in all of Twitch and all of YouTube. Unwavering support. This is just a special edition of the Archiverse. It's not a regular scheduled night, and you still show up, have a good time, watch a great show, and you guys all make the shows greater. You guys are the brilliant minds behind some of the great storylines that go on here. The great factions and tag teams. The angles you guys come up with. The stories we read in the role play and vignette section on Discord. You guys are the true bloodline. And you belong to the Archiverse TV. The Archiverse TV belongs to you. This is your show. YTD World War III on YouTube is your show. Our community Discord is your Discord. You guys are all awesome, and you're all very much appreciated. And don't forget, Friday night, the first ever all-women stream preview. The ladies are going to shine like a motherfucker with a 12-match event card. Contract cases will be cashed in. Contract case will be battled over. We'll see faction wars, rivalries, fiery feuds. It is going to be badass. You don't want to miss it. And tomorrow afternoon, make sure you're subscribed to YTD World War III on YouTube, because we're going to have ourselves some dark matches tomorrow. The men don't get a chance to play this Friday night. It is an all-women stream preview for the very first time in history. But they're going to get a chance to play tomorrow afternoon over at YTD Dark, so keep your eyes peeled, because we're going to have ourselves some slobber knocker matches tomorrow afternoon. And I'll, of course, post on Discord, but if anybody wishes to say happy birthday to Minnie she turned 7 years old. Well, actually, it's 1:32 in the morning here, so she is now officially 7 years old. It is her birthday, and she is super fucking excited. Like, I'm talking so excited, you'd almost think it was Christmas.
Taking it to the floor. What's she going to do?
Strife says, the True Bloodline, good show, but never really got into it. I watched a few seasons of it. And when he says, happy birthday, appreciate that. She will appreciate that. I'll make sure I make a post on Discord, and I'll read to her every single one of you that say happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday to her.
There's a kick and Black Mass. Lights out.
A championship.
I'll put it in no holds barred.
There's two. What a kick out. I don't believe it.
I don't believe
the skin of their teeth. And don't expect the champ to start going easy.
You got to give a lot of credit here.
Spiked. We could have a new champion. Hoping to end it here.
I'll see if I can find a fun photo of her.
The title still hanging in the balance.
Resilience of a champion on display.
Can't put this one away even after that big maneuver.
Just cranking the head.
Actually, I can probably find a really good one of her in the misses.
Matches where trouble rises, where injuries may occur. You got to think long term and consider your future fights.
And I guarantee you that throwing in the towel is the furthest thing these superstars are thinking about.
Taking this outside.
This could be good.
Oh, gosh, that hurt.
There we go.
A bad place to be for the challenger.
I was pumped when I saw this match.
That is her bonus mama. Teaching her to drive. I mean, I don't agree with it. She is only 6. Well, she's 7 now, but I mean, that is crazy shit right there. But that is the bond they have, though. They have an amazing bond. She truly is a bonus mother. She is a fantastic human being, and I'm proud to have her as a wife.
Crafty way to get out of harm there.
And well-timed maneuver there.
Absolutely proud.
Down with a suplex.
All right. Let me jump back to the chat here. So I did post on Discord. Anybody that decides to post on there and wish her a happy birthday, I'll, of course, make sure she finds out who you are, and I'll read them to her tomorrow. Or, well, today when she wakes up. You know what I meant. God damn it. Strike says DDT on the bat. Yeah, I mean, we see all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, kicked her right in the lips. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to the matchup, to be fair, just till now, and man, so far B. Jackson is absolutely dominating. From what I've seen, this girl, I don't know what the score is if there is one yet, but right now B. Jackson is whooping some ass.
That could be the spark she was looking for.
Glenola says, was it for a kick out though? That's still one of the funniest things ever said. DDT for a kick out. DDT for a kick out. I believe that is 1-0 for the champion.
Lights out. The champ will stay champ.
1-0.
2-0 for the champion. So we got 2 falls from the Legends champion against the legendary Jacqueline.
Oh, look at this combination of strikes.
And a barrage of strikes here. The martial arts skills of one B. Jackson shining through in this matchup. Oh my God, Jacqueline just barely got out of the way. B. Jackson was looking to decapitate her there. Just about kicked her right in the face again. Jacqueline got caught. Didn't keep her eye on the prize. Looking for a toy to play with, and B. Jackson's going to make her pay for it. Oh God. It is now B. Jackson with the chair. Jacqueline rolls out of the way though, but B. Jackson. Oh, knee to the face, and again. Good God. Wow. Vicious. The champion is vicious. Oh, look at this. Oh, rolling cutter. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why B. Jackson is the reigning, defending, undisputed Legends champion right there. Brownie Dude says, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have the song Peaches from the Mario movie replaying in my head. Well, I mean, you could have worse things playing in your head.
It's a good song. Jack Black is amazing.
There could definitely be worse things. Tis a good song. Jack Black is amazing. Yeah, Jack Black is amazing, actually. That guy is super talented. I enjoy pretty much anything he does.
True.
He brings a certain presence and charisma to everything he stars in, even if it's a lower budget movie. I mean, even think back to like something as simple as School of Rock. I mean, he made School of Rock badass. If anybody else but Jack Black had played in the movie School of Rock, it would have tanked like a motherfucker.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
Oh, B. Jackson drops Jacqueline's spine first on the edge of the ring. And it is now 3-0. 3-0 for the undisputed champion.
It is the best movie ever, period. 3-0.
And B. Jackson, oh, Jesus Christ, didn't even knee her in the face that time. Right in the temple. Jackie might be out cold here. Air Jackson. Oh! Just missed the drop kick. Jacqueline literally staggered out of the way there. Literally staggered out of the way. 2 count only there. Still 3-0 for the champion. Still 3-0 for the champion.
Still time to run away if she wants to.
And welcome back, Honeybee. And can we get another shout out for Honeybee Wrestling, please? Best all women's wrestling promotion on Twitch. Jacqueline looking for a pinfall attempt there, but B. Jackson powers out again. It is still 3-0 for the Undisputed Legends champion. So if you're not already following Honeybee Wrestling, make sure you follow Brownie Dude. I don't know if you're following Honeybee. You definitely want to. One of the best wrestling shows on Twitch and all women's promotion. Absolutely great place to be. Also, if we could get a shout out for Infinite Oni, who also has a tremendous universe.
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you've tried to end this and failed.
Fantastic, and don't forget to follow Infinite Oni. Actually, follow as many of our community members as you can, to be fair. Again, we have a tremendous community. Brilliant gamers and streamers, musicians, artists, real, genuine human beings. And there's another fall for the champion. It is 4-0 for the Undisputed Legends champion. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left of this matchup.
Dreams and remember, it's all love, baby. 4-0.
Defense.
Honeybee Wrestling, of course.
Denied via a wicked. Oh, leg lariat.
DC says, have fun, sweet dreams, and remember, it's all love, baby.
He somehow gets the fall.
Wow, Jacqueline picks up her very first fall.
4-1.
4-1 in favor of the champion. Who, by the way, is going right back to work on Jacqueline, not wasting any time. But look at that. Back and forth, struggle for control of the matchup. Jacqueline tossing the champion over the top rope.
Still television champion, right? Have a great
What a match so far.
She is ready for anything.
Jacqueline firing up the crowd, but she's given B. Jackson far too much recovery time here.
The champ has been taken to their limit.
And this is, well, it's not looking good.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
I don't know if the betting lines have closed already. Did the betting lines close? Yeah, they're closed. 20,431 Archerverse bucks in the pool.
She didn't wear the title out, if I remember right, in Finistonies.
Snap suplex. She has to. And this has got to be it.
January is television champion.
Late in the match.
And Jacqueline picking up another fall. That's 4-2.
She be triple down. 4-2. Love you all.
Wow, 4-3. Jacqueline on a tear here.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TWA.
That is back-to-back falls. Actually, that is 3 straight falls for Jacqueline. Wow, it is all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Does Jacqueline have a nose left? What's with the long count there, ref? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I mean, she got the fall, but holy Jesus, what was that? 5-4 for the champion. The champion taking measures into her own hands here. She's not taking any chances. Beating her with a hockey stick. Wow.
The challenger being outclassed here.
Final
Things
victory.
are not looking up.
Stripe says hashtag fire that ref. No kidding. What was that? Another fall for the champion. 6-4. A little bit of breathing room now for B. Jackson after 4 straight falls from her challenger. That was crazy. B. Jackson with the hockey stick again. Oh, big right leg to the ribs of B. Jackson. Guillotine attempt here. The champion's fighting it, though. A little less than 2 minutes left of this matchup.
Dangerous situation, needs to find a way out fast, and she does. Great move.
What a match between Jacqueline and B. Jackson.
And she slides her back to the mat.
So far, Jacqueline seems to be the tougher of the opponents so far coming into the Legends division for 1B Jackson, I would say. Anybody else think so?
I think the champ's got it.
For the win. 2. The challenger pulls
And it is 7-4 now for the champion. Minute 15 left of the matchup.
7-4. Tougher than a $2 steak.
Oni says tougher than a $2 steak. No kidding. Jacqueline has been putting on an absolute spectacle here against the... Oh, she did it again, I'm telling you. She is going to need reconstructive surgery on her face by the time B. Jackson is done with her. Oh, beautiful DDT. Nice retaliation there by Jacqueline. 45 seconds left.
She got launched.
Sensation Sherry.
Jacqueline tosses her over the top rope. That's true. Sensational Sherry did beat B. Jackson.
Gets out of dodge with a sweep.
Of course, B. Jackson did get her Legends title back. The question is, who do you think is tougher, Jacqueline or Sensational Sherry?
Lifted way up. Oh, atomic drop.
But she stomped her in the rematch.
Suplex.
Wow, nice suplex by Jacqueline. 4 seconds remaining.
Got it scouted.
Jacqueline for sure.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match and still Legends champion from Team Honeybee Wrestling, the incomparable, the formidable Queen of the Hive, B. Jackson, one of the leaders of the Bullies, is still your reigning, defending, undisputed Legends champion. Congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling, another legend under the notch of your belt. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow afternoon we're going to see some YTD Dark action, so you want to check it out because we're going to have some Faction Wars title matches, Hybrid Action Division. And then Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is the first ever all-women's stream preview. We're going to see championship matches. We're going to see contract cases cashed in, contract cases battle over because they will become vacant. Faction Wars, tag team battles. It is going to be an amazing evening, an absolute thrill ride. You don't want to miss it. But that is it. That is all for episode number 503. I appreciate all you motherfuckers. You're all awesome. But it is that time of the day. It really is. You don't have to go home, I assure you that. You can do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. You do, however, have to get the fuck out of my channel. It is time to go visit the lounge. Let's go.
This is what they're fighting for. Oh shit. Archer Burns with a rated 13. What's happening? Welcome in, Archer. Welcome in, Joe Link. What is happening? The Sting thanks for trusting your community here in the lounge. We were just showcasing what people are fighting for here in the club underground.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choice is 234. The number to win a YTD championship match is 7.